one's that stupid. And his wife's listening to me. And his wife, I think for the first time, finally realized the guy, of course, knew where he was going. And the wife really, she saw something on the credit card where it came up. They ended up getting divorced a while after that.
Because of you? So,
I don't know if it was because of me, but I called.
Playing stupid, Mark, the whole time.
He was playing stupid, but during the dinner party, she brings up the story like, haha, it's funny. I remember
like
when
the tractor seat, right?
Yeah, exactly. I remember when so and so. And Suzanne was a little upset with me because I'm calling this guy out. I'm going, there's no one that stupid. You can't accidentally walk into a brothel thinking it's a Subway. I mean, what's wrong with you?
Or if you first go in and you see these people.
Yeah, they're all lined up.
There's no chicken?
Yeah, at what point do you leave? At what point is there a $100 charge on your credit card?
Yeah, I mean, did he actually do it?
Apparently he gassed up and stuff and spent money there.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I'm like, yeah, okay.
I went there for the gas.
But his wife finally realized, I think I realized as I'm calling him out that his wife really had no clue. She really thought this was, he accidentally walked into the chicken ranch. She bought it hook, line, and stupid.
I did do it when we were doing.
You went to the chicken ranch?
No, the Mustang Ranch. I drove through there. I was going to get a T-shirt, but I didn't have the balls to go in. I just drove around. I tell you, it's not a nice looking place.
My parents went to the chicken ranch, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
No.
It's a bunch of mobile homes.
Mobile homes with a fence around it. That's what the Mustang Ranch.
I've only seen it.
They each have their own little motorhome.
I don't know. Like I said, if there would have been someone with me, I would have went in, but I didn't want to go in by myself.
I don't even know where it's at. I've seen it on
right outside
HBO. One of them had a show on it all the time.
It's right outside Reno.
How far is that from Vegas? Pretty far.
Oh, way up there. It's way, because I was in Sacramento going over Nevada, so it's way north.
So you went out of your way.
No, we drove right there. No, we drove right by there. Right by there, going to do the
starting to wonder if he's being honest here too.
No, I would have said because it's young, single. This will be fun. I wanted a T-shirt though. But.
That would be. I wonder what their T-shirts would
That is
say.
funny, Mark, what you said. My dad went to the chicken ranch, and all I got is this T-shirt.
This lousy T-shirt.
I love that.
That would be a good one.
My dad. I didn't throw that in, but that does make the T-shirt. I said my parents, but you're right. It would be my dad.
Yeah.
Where you have very liberal parents.
Well, my
mom works at the chicken ranch, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. I like that play we went to. That was pretty good.
That was good. That was good.
I did like that. We'll pick something out with one of those comedians too.
I think one was this weekend, but JD enough, he's having knee surgery. Do you think you can get some for Sinbad? I would love.
I'll check.
Yeah, I heard he is good.
Oh,
Sinbad is wonderful. I saw him.
He's usually in the building when he's coming.
Is he really?
I've seen him in the building once a year for forever, it seems.
In here?
Haven't you seen him?
I don't know if I've seen him in the building. I don't know.
Him and who's Titus? Titus?
Oh, Titus. Titus used to be on my show on Car Day because he loves cars. So he would come in and he loved talking cars. He loved Chevys. And we would have a good time. In fact, we ought to try to get him at the Car Day.
I've been trying. I don't know what happened. They don't seem too happy.
Let's put it this way. What do you think happened?
Yeah.
The bridge burner.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Starting off the week, a little cold, but fun. And this show warms you up right away. We get heated over injustice, don't we? We help people. That's what we do here. Bottom line, we help people. It's that easy. 303 Martino 24/7. You can call that number. We also have the number when we're in the studio, but you don't have to worry. You can call 303 Martino anytime, and if we're here, it comes here automatically or to our voicemail. We also have 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on the iHeartRadio app. We're also live, or not live, but we have our podcasts all over the place, including, of course, iTunes. So welcome. We are here to help you, and this hour brought to you by Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, the guy we love. And, man, I think I've had like 9 or 10 showings. No more, 10 or 10 showings. Here's the deal. When you want to buy or sell something, you got to put it in the hands of a professional. You really do. And I believe in professionals. Frankie is the consummate professional. 303, and his number is 303-920-1622. Here's what I want to say. Like with health insurance, you need an expert. With car insurance, and I mean, why do people try to do everything directly for themselves? It doesn't always save you money. So we have the president on a major summit about nuclear arms and power. And what do you think they're talking about mainly? Huh? What? Not just the Oscars, but the look. And any woman worth her salt who follows gossip knows the look. Seriously, it's amazing what we get embroiled in for news. The look. You don't even know what I'm talking about, right, Mark? The look.
I have no idea.
Bonnie doesn't know. Bonnie Shields is an attorney. She doesn't trivialize her life with celebrity news, do you, Bonnie? The look. Okay, I'm not going to tell you. If anyone tells me what the look is, I'm not going to say it. All right, let's go to the phones and help people. Meanwhile, the look, what does it mean? What would you do?
Hey, real quick, though.
Yes, the look.
Robert Kraft, $6.6 billion net worth.
And he goes for a tug and go.
A tug and go at the strip mall?
I mean,
come on. What is wrong with this?
I mean, come on. You would think, but trust me, this is exploitation at its worst, but what I'm saying is a fact. He could buy the most high-priced prostitute in the world, fly her in discreetly, and have her do whatever, and all discreet, secret, in a beautiful hotel room or at his home. Instead, he goes to a strip mall.
And gets a $79 tug and go.
Is it 79 bucks? Was it 79?
79 bucks. I'm flabbergasted.
Is that a deal?
I just don't understand it at all.
He had a coupon.
I don't understand it.
It was a Groupon.
Do they do Groupons? Here's the deal. Here's the deal. What are people like that thinking? Okay, you remember Pee Wee Herman in a theater by himself in the back, and you wonder to yourself, you can't rent a video? I mean, you got to go to a movie theater by yourself, and it's the judgment thing. You think, what is crazy? I mean, I don't understand this. I don't.
6.6 billion.
And he lives in a condo in Jupiter,
which is even crazy.
Jennifer, what's happening in your life, Jennifer? What can we do for you?
Yeah, so I contacted you this morning just because I got a phone call this morning, and it seemed kind of out of sorts.
What is it?
It was, I'm guessing, like a collection agency or someone, but the way they went about it is the lady that called me first was from a 720 number, and then she basically told me...
By the way, it's from whatever number they want it to be nowadays.
Okay. Well, they basically, she got on, and then she kept telling me I missed court, they're going to come out, they're processing me for court, they're going to be there in like however long.
Yeah, no one ever... Okay, first of all, this thing about threatening jail or service, here's what I say to people, okay, because no one can do anything unless you are served. Whenever I get a call like that and I take it by mistake because it wasn't filtered, I say, look, do whatever you need to do legally, and I'll be ready. That's all I say. It just pisses them off. Here's the deal, okay? There are so many collection scams going on. But even if it's a legit collector, who, by the way, can use a phone, if they use phones, you simply say, look, I want full documentation, and I want full chronology of the debt, along with all the charges, and they'll say, well, we'll see you in court. They don't want to do all that. And you don't give them your address or your email. You say, look, you probably know all this stuff, so just send it to me. And if you don't know it, then you're not legit. Jennifer, you can't waste your time even worrying about it or thinking about it. Was there anything about this call particular, though, that got you?
It did. When they called me, she listed my address, and then she was very huffy and was like, you need to make arrangements. I'll be at your door. Have your ID ready. And I'm like, well, how do you even know where I am?
And they don't.
How do you know I'm there? Like, why are you threatening me? I didn't understand.
Did they give you a phone number to call back?
They did.
And what did they say you needed to do? What was your next step?
They just said, here's the number. Call them. I need a form of release. in the next 15 to 20 minutes, or we will show up. And I was like,
and a form of release for what, dear?
I guess, them not to come process me for court.
And did they say there would be money? Did they mention anything about payment?
Yeah, when I called back the 1-800 number they gave me, which is what struck me, is because I was like, what court place is going to have a 1-800 number?
What kind of place did you call it? Court. Well, yeah. Here's what I want you to do. Suzanne, I want you to get the number and any name she has, and then I want to get her last name. I want to have some fun and try to call these clowns again. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Listen, there are total scams where they say we're going to come and arrest you. That's one. Number two, there are legit debts. So those are the two extremes. Total scam or legit debt. If it's a legit debt, they'll give you full names and all details. If not, don't waste your time. And if they say, well, we can or blah, 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 don't even listen, okay? Just say, look, just send me full, complete documentation and chronology of the debt along with all charges. Thank you. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. If they want your email, say, well, if you don't have my email, then you probably aren't legit. Or my address. Then you have something called ghosting or zombie debts, resurrections. Here's what happens. They call on a debt that might be true but years ago, and they try to get you to pay it again if you paid it and didn't keep records, or to make a small payment or some kind of settlement, which then re-ups the statute of limitations. They have 6 years in Colorado to get a judgment, or they have no way of enforcing their debt or collecting it. If it goes beyond 6 years, they sometimes get those debts free of charge, and they take them on. They might buy some legit debt, and then the creditor gives them a bunch of crap like this, old debt. They call on the old debt. They threaten on the old debt. If they get you to pay a penny on the old debt, you got a new payment plan, they have another 6 years to collect because they call it novation, which is a new debt, Now, Justinia, I hope I'm saying that right. We'll just see. It's Justinia, or what is this name? Justine? Justina, thank you for contacting us. And again, this is one where she called us and we got her back to her. You're being sued for $140,000?
That's correct. Unfortunately, my attorney disclosed with me that I should not probably comment too much on this matter.
All right, here's what I want to know. What does this lawsuit stem from? Are you being sued for a breach of contract, or for what is the general category of the suit?
There's 9 different claims. Personally against me, it's regarding the civil theft.
Civil what? Theft?
Yes.
What are they saying you did in a sentence, just without, giving names and stuff? What are they saying you did?
Just pretty much that I obtained a monetary, deposit from the plaintiff, and I've never produced a product for her.
Okay, all right. So there's probably breach of contract and fraud, like civil theft. You hang on. We'll come and we'll talk about that, all right? I'm Tom Martino. We got a lot more coming up. And, of course, we have Bonnie Shields, attorney at law, for anything family law related.
Sponsored.
So this is a good one, Tom. The lady that's suing her called into the show. I think it's BC Deck. So they had put bamboo decking down, and she didn't like it the way because she didn't pay it, whatever. But she says she's suing $140,000.
Is she a customer, or is she?
She's a customer that's suing. This is the owner.
She's the vendor.
She's the vendor, right? They're suing her for $140,000.
She put down the
deck. They had to take it off because she didn't want it. She's suing $140,000 because loss of use for the deck and all
loss of use.
Yes, because
is it a business?
No. BC Deck, I think it's BC Deck, is the lady that's calling in.
Right.
Okay. The lady that's suing her didn't like the way the deck was, had her pulled off, but it's suing her for loss of use.
Loss of use of what? You don't have loss of use.
Well, that's suing for $140,000.
ways to save with your Medicare plan. Walgreens is a
30 away to a live spot. So listen, Dan, what I meant, you just confused me because usually loss of use comes with commercial. You don't usually have loss of use unless it's like, let's say residential, your kitchen is fucked up and you have to go to a restaurant.
Okay, her residential, it is a residential, she's claiming that.
The name of the clinic is Revitalized Health. Just remember this, thehormonebros.com. Yeah, it's a lighthearted, fun name that I gave it, but here's the serious part. They optimize hormones for optimum health. And they also help you with age-related problems. They do threadless for just a few $100s, really beautiful results. They stimulate your natural collagen, which is better than fillers, to help your face, to get rid of the wrinkles. They do a bunch of age-defying things. That's Revitalized Health, and that's 720-361-2302. 720-361-2302. Thehormonebros.com. That's thehormonebros.com at 470 and Ken Carl. And don't forget BioT treatment as well, which is a natural delivery of hormones, more natural than any other system, and that's thehormonebros.com. It wasn't marked 60, it wasn't marked 30, so I assumed it was 60.
Maybe it's time to start flipping properties for some
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I don't.
Was it 60?
Doesn't matter. I mean, not the end of the world.
That's probably the only one that's not marked.
Okay, you're allowed one mistake, and then we come and flog the shit out of you.
Bring it on.
We give you a tug and go.
Was that, did you do it right, though?
Huh?
Did you do it right?
I did it right.
Hey, Bonnie, does your friend, how is she doing this with her sighting and everything? I'm going to try to go see the place. She's fairly close.
Oh, she keeps sending me lots of updates. Yeah, so I'm
Was it ever published?
reading them, but it sounds like they're going to sue her.
I sent her the stuff so she could give them to the 28th.
Does he have any proof?
To give the money back.
And what difference does it make? No, what I mean is, would it be news?
No. Not like, have you been out there?
No, I mean, it's fairly close. It's right here in Littleton. So it's on the
I'm so glad, 'cause she just called me and goes, oh, what do I do? And I'm like, call Tom's show, because I have no idea.
She's older and stuff. What's she probably, 70, 75 or something? Or?
No, I'd say early 60s.
Oh, really? Ooh, she sounds old. Don't tell her that.
Hey, at least you weren't basing it off of a photograph.
Yeah.
She has kind of a crackly voice.
Yeah.
Her aunt, or her sister is my aunt, and my aunt's a lot older than her. But yeah, she's got a crackly voice when she talks, and I could see how she would sound older, a lot older actually.
But it's a bad. We've had one of our guys go out there and they've had two, and she says I'm just done with it. And I don't think he can put a lien on it anymore. The last time, I think you got 60 days. Is that right,
Mark? If I want to do a gift for Julie on Arlo, how do you get the one where you can actually talk through it? What does it come through the Arlo when you talk to your dogs?
Where are you going to buy it?
Well, I want you. That's what I'm asking you. How do I do it? In other words, what kind do you need? I want her to put it in where the puppy is.
You want the newest one, the Arlo Pro 2.
And then she can talk to it.
Yeah, but how many cameras?
Just one on the puppy.
Well, you need the base station, too.
Oh, wait, so it's more, wait, I only have an Arlo where I have mine, but the new ones, in order to talk, you need a base station?
That's right.
Can you tell me what I should do?
I'll send you a link. You going to get on Amazon, though? Where does she live?
Oh, no, I'm going to do Amazon. I have it sent to her.
Okay, perfect.
Join me at 4. Yeah, Tom Martino here. What do you say we get right to the phones?
Bonnie Shields, attorney at law. Bonnie, is there a season for divorce? I'm serious.
Spring tends to be a big season.
I hear after Mother's Day. Is that true?
I've never seen that one. I've seen spring for sure, and after school starts up. But before
after
the
school
holidays
starts.
Right. Summer can be kind of slow, and then it can start up into September, October, and then it slows down for November, December.
And Bonnie does something that I truly believe in, and that is mediation. That's mediating and saving money. I think that should be the new trend with everything. Oh, does anyone know what I mean by the look? Everyone's talking about it. Well, everyone, I would say majority female, and I knew it. I knew it was going to make news, and it made headlines on the Today Show, The Look. But okay, I don't care if my audience is too intelligent to care, and I would hope they are. All right, let's keep going here. Global attorneys, we have a number and a case number. Jennifer got called, and they said they're trying to collect. So I'm just going to take a shot at it here, all right? Let's do it. And do I have Jennifer's last name, or she doesn't want to give it? It doesn't matter. No one knows her. We can do it. I'd like to have you type it up there if possible if they ask for it. But here's the problem. We don't have a hidden number, and we can't star 67 because it doesn't work. So should I don't know, what should we do about that? Can I star 67 my cell phone and do it on speaker, or should we just try? Because it comes, what does it come up? It says studio or something. Let me just try it. We have been unsuccessful recently doing this. Oh, do I ask for a name? No, do I ask for his name or anyone who answers?
Thank you for calling about Frontier Communications. Para Español, marque 9. If you are a new residential customer interested in Frontier service...
Okay, let me try this again. Maybe I dialed wrong.
That was weird.
Oh, man. What is wrong with my fat finger dialing? My fat finger. Hold on. Okay, this 855-212-0. No, 8015. Okay, let's see this. They can't all know our number. Come on, even if it says studio line.
The internet extension 426 is unavailable.
What do I do?
Please leave your message after the tone. Please hold while I try that extension. One moment, please.
I dialed 0.
Global, Christina speaking. Can I help you?
I have a case number I'm calling about, and I just need to know. I'm calling for Jennifer because she didn't know what to do.
Sir, well, if it's for Jennifer, sir, she's going to have to call us.
Doggone it. What if she's on the line? Would that help? Because I'm just trying to help her. I'm just trying to help her.
Who are you to her?
I'm just her boyfriend.
All right. That's awesome that you're trying to help her, sir, but she has to give us a call. We can't disclose her information to anyone but her because that's illegal. If she's on the line, we could assist.
Okay, hold on. Jennifer? Jennifer?
Yeah.
Can you just talk to her, please? And then I'll just listen and help.
Sure, not a problem.
All right, Jennifer.
Jennifer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a case number, ma'am?
I do. It is 560775.
Okay, dear. Give me one moment. Pulling it up. One moment, dear. This is Jennifer Chumley?
Yes.
All right, Miss Chumley. I do see we are handling a case. You already called us. You already spoke with somebody. So I'm not a little confused as to why you're calling back.
Because they didn't tell her what to do.
No, she's going to get served, sir. Unfortunately, because she wasn't able to set up an arrangement.
What?
We can't...
Well, Jennifer, you don't want to be served.
No, I don't.
So how does she stop that?
Okay, all right. Well, she knows her balance is $538. We're willing to do a payment arrangement, sir.
How? How do we do it?
Well, what can she secure down today? She has to put something down today, something. I'm willing to work with you, and then we could make an arrangement.
How does she do it, though?
We use credit card, debit card, or a prepaid card. The thing, because at this point she defaulted with Ace Cash Express, they no longer will deal with her. We're the ones keeping her out of court. They want her.
Jennifer, do you remember something with Ace Cash? Be honest.
She did. She spoke to them. She agreed to it.
But do you remember it, Jennifer?
She didn't.
I remember it was a couple of years ago, and I attempted to rectify the situation.
And then they wouldn't deal with her because they put her to collections. That's why, because she defaulted. And when that happens, they submit to collections, and when collections cannot collect,
I'm going to have her. I'm going to have her take care of it. All right, Jennifer.
Yes.
You really do owe money.
It was, yeah, when I...
This is off the... I hung up with them. So I mean, they might have let's say, unscrupulous, tactics and all of that by threatening to serve you. But it doesn't sound... Okay, here's what I'm saying. It could be a scam. It could be a zombie. How long ago was this debt?
I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago, and I made a payment on it before it went to collection.
How long ago?
See, I lost my job at Walmart in 13, so 14. It was right around the end of 2013, beginning of 14.
You made a payment. Okay, listen. Jennifer, here's what I would do. Wait till we get served, and then call us back. And then if you truly get served, and if it's a true debt, then you call us back. We'll hook you up with an attorney who can give you some free advice, and then you have to decide if it's a true debt, how to settle it.
Okay.
But it didn't. Now an out-and-out scam. Okay, there's an out-and-out scam where they just make it up, and we've had those where they ask for iTunes and all of that. Then the other one is where they ask for they want to get you a payment or a settlement, and that's a ghosted debt. The debt may have been legit at some time in the past, but they get you to do it. They get you to resurrect it by making it alive again by making a payment or something. And then there's one where it's legit, and they just use bad tactics like this. So here's what I want you to do. We're going to give you some information to get back in touch with us. And Suzanne, what we'll do is we will help her when she gets served, if she truly gets served. All right. We haven't forgotten about anyone. Hussam? Am I pronouncing this properly? Hussam?
Yeah, Tom.
Am I pronouncing that, sir, correctly? Hussam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That sounds right.
Hussam, what's going on?
No, well, actually, we do business with Credit Union of Colorado all the time. And
how do you do business? What kind of business?
Well, we're a car dealership, and
what kind? What do you deal with? When you say you do business with them?
So when a customer needs finance, we'll go ahead and use the Credit Union of Colorado.
Okay.
High good credit,
I get you. Are you a car dealer, Hussam?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. And so when people need financing, you work through Credit Union of Colorado.
That is correct.
Okay. Well, actually, that's pretty good because a lot of dealers, knock their heads off with bad, predatory loans. And it seems to me like it would be better to get a credit union loan.
Yes, it's a lot better, man. You get a better interest rate, a good service.
What kind of cars do you sell, Hussam?
It's just used cars.
Okay.
All kind of used cars. We have over 100 cars in our lot, and we sell a lot of, different cars.
Sure. How can we help you, Hussam?
Sure. Well, the issue that I have run into, I've dealt with the one in the branch in downtown, man, and they were awesome. They're awesome people. And I really don't want to, say the credit union itself is a bad. No, I love the bank. I honestly do. But the person that actually in the branch, in Lakewood branch off of 6th Avenue in Wadsworth, Mr. Young, he's, I think he has a problem with herbs. And you know what? I'm proud of who I am, and I've been here.
Well, listen, man, I'm hoping that the vast majority of us are over all that crap. You know what I'm saying? Like whether you're Arab, you're Jew, you're Catholic, you're Protestant, you're gay, you're straight. Who cares? How do you know how do you know that this person, Mr. Young, cares?
Well, it's simple, Tom. As soon as you walk into that bank, there's like a little iPad right where the security guard is. So what you do, actually, you enter your name, your first and last name, and you choose whether it's a personal or whatever account, and you sit down and wait for the manager to come out and see you. And I hope you've seen the video in there, man.
Wait. Do we have a video, anyone?
Yeah, we've seen it.
And what is the video, Mark? Explain it. Describe it.
He's talking to this guy who I think is a branch manager at this credit union.
And what's going on?
Well, I don't know what happened prior, but his main conversation is, you always let other people in the office before me. You make me wait.
So is it like motor vehicle where you enter your information and then they call you in?
Yes. It's like, honestly, it is. So you put your name and you sit down. So he's available. Then it's first come, first served.
And you feel like you're passed over?
Well, if you look at it, man, I was there for 20 minutes. Imagine this yourself. So you sit in there for 20 minutes, waiting for the manager. A lady comes in like a minute, not even sat down on the couch yet.
Well, do they have any? Hold on. Do they have any call aheads, or could she have been there earlier and then come back?
Nope, sir. I was there for 20 minutes. Even the lady was surprised. She's like, my turn? Like, she was very surprised. You could see it on her face.
Why do you think they did that to you?
He's saying because he's Arab. He's saying because he's Arab. Do you really like?
Yeah, but
like
something
Hussam,
happened in a prior. Something happened prior to this because.
Yes.
What happened prior? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
3 days before, I asked to talk to him as well, and he was like, "I don't have time," and he was very rude and aggressive when he said that. So anyway, I went ahead and said, okay, you know what? No worries. I'm just gonna give him his place. So like 20 minutes after or 30 minutes after, he came and he was like, man, I apologize if I was rude. I said, awesome, man, that's good.
Hey, listen, I got to ask you a question, though, man. If I'm sitting here with you, do you obviously look dark or Arab, or I don't know what Arab looks like? Like, in other words, would someone say, hey, he's Arab?
I don't look like, you know, there's a lot of Arabs that you could tell right away they're Arabs. But
I mean, like you
I look
say,
more like a Mexican.
What
really,
do you think?
honestly.
What do you think he's discriminating against? I mean, here's what I'm asking. You don't have a sign on you saying, "Hey, I'm this, I'm that." I mean, you walk in. What do you think the guy doesn't like?
Well, it's Hussam Al-Bark, sir, so just remember.
Oh, your name. I see what you're saying. Your name. He sees your name, and then he looks at you and figures, okay. And so, do you really...
Something went down, though, at some point, because you can tell the guy he's talking to is like just...
Oh, you can tell he doesn't like him?
Yeah, but I don't know why.
And this is on, we're live on Facebook,
like, why
live
are
on
you
YouTube.
Bugging me again?
Is the video up there, and how are you doing it? Is it going to be like, how do we do the video? Is it up in the corner, or how do we do it?
It'll be up. It'll be live. You'll just see it.
Okay. So, I want to look at the video, but what is the bottom line? Did you talk to the guy and say, look...
Well, I want to be... if you give me a minute, I'll explain...
All right, you hold on. Well, you'll hold on. I want to look at the video. And then we'll figure out what's going on and maybe contact him.
This is Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. With Ross Kaminsky Mornings, Sean Hannity at 1, KHOW.
It is okay. And
it's sponsored by Loveless Insurance.
It's boring. Then
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, good.
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Can you talk for a minute?
I'm taking off. I'm going to lunch, man.
Okay, well,
did you email me?
No, I'm not gonna take much of your time. I see you took the lady that came after me.
She's a member.
Oh, okay, but I'm sending you members, and I signed up before.
What can I help you with, man?
Okay, what I need from you is the phone number, the person that I could talk to, please. Like,
okay.
Jenna, please, that's all I need.
Yeah,
just bring
coming
it.
back.
No, just, you know what? No need. After, you know, you guys are very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. You and that Rita are very disrespectful.
Okay.
And with all my, and you know what? I'm just letting you know, I recorded this, and I'm recording it, and I'm gonna go right now to Denver. The person that you're talking to,
okay.
Thank God, I treat people with respect, with humble.
Okay.
You don't treat people with humble.
Okay. Do you want her phone number?
I want the phone number for your manager.
Okay.
For you, who you sent to.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go talk to him right now. Please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You got it.
All right.
He works down there too, so I think.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll believe me. I will get to the VP, and I will make sure right now, because you said she's a member. You took her before me, even though I signed up. Okay, so you know that, right?
Yeah.
You know that what you did.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
And there's a phone number.
Yeah.
Can I get the phone number?
Yeah.
And last time you did the same thing to me. When I asked you to talk for a minute, you told me I don't have time. And you, after that, you apologized. You said, sorry if I was rude, because... Exactly. And this time you were rude because you wanted to go to eat. You don't have time. When I signed up, and for more than 15 minutes, I'm sitting there. And the lady came in for less than a minute, and you took her.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just letting you know. Now you don't want to talk. Now you don't want to act like you're bad, right? Because you're on recording. That's right.
You're raising your voice, and I just don't want to make it
seem. I'm raising my voice. This is so that's good because I have camera.
All right, man.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
You got it.
$7,000.
I should have done that. Okay, I can run that again. It's quite a long video, so I can run it again. But
I see it. Well, run it after you start
I
talking
just don't
about
see
it.
anything.
there's nothing to see.
No, there's nothing to see. You got to hear it.
And even that, there's nothing to hear, really. I mean, he's...
I'm sending you members, and I signed up before. Okay, what I need from you is
okay, I'll put it up too.
The person that I can talk to, please.
Okay.
Please, that's all I need.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Can you talk for a minute?
I'm taking off. I'm going to lunch, man.
Okay, well,
did you email me?
No, I'm not gonna take much of your time. I see you took the lady that came after me.
She's a member.
Oh, okay, but I'm sending you members, and I signed up before.
What can I help you with, man?
Okay, and what I need from you is the phone number, the person that I could talk to, please. Like
okay.
Jenna, please, that's all I need.
Yeah,
just bring
coming back.
No, just, you know what? No need after, you guys are very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. You and that Rita are very disrespectful.
Okay.
And with all my, and you know what? I'm just letting you know, I recorded this, and I'm recording it, and I'm gonna go right now to Denver. The person that you're talking to,
okay.
Thank God, I treat people with respect, with humble.
Okay.
You don't treat people with humble.
Okay. Do you want her phone number?
I want the phone number for your manager.
Okay.
For you, who you sent to.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go talk to him right now. Please.
Yeah,
thank you.
You got it.
All right.
He works down there too, so I think.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll believe me. I will get to the VP, and I will make sure right now, because you said she's a member. You took her before me, even though I signed up. Okay, so you know that, right?
Yeah.
You know that what you did.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
And there's a phone number.
Yeah.
Can I get the phone number?
Yeah.
And last time you did the same thing to me when I asked you to talk.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. I looked at the video. Oh man, I listen, Hassan. I don't know if you want my opinion on this. I'm Tom Martino, by the way. This is the Troubleshooter Show. Bonnie Shields, Family Law. If you have any questions, we do have a few emails, as we always get, and I'll go over those. Listen, Hassan, I heard you being upset, and I heard him responding to you. And this guy, I'm going to give you a honest-to-God, true, objective feeling here. This guy's not... He's responding to totally appropriately. He's not being disrespectful. He's not being rude. I think he's holding it together nicely. He's smiling. He's trying to give you all the information you asked for phone numbers to get to the vice president. Here's what I want to say about you. You sound like you're loaded for bear and you're upset. And you're not, by the way, I want people to know he's not raising his voice. Hussein is not raising his voice or using any vulgar language. He's just saying he's saying he's upset. He wants to contact people, and he's disrespected. I don't know what happened to make you feel disrespected. I know nothing in this video shows disrespect. I don't see anything in this video that shows disrespect. I do think I need to know what prompted it. You said you were standing there and people were taken before you.
So, again, as soon as he took the lady, and I was patient, and I said, okay, whatever, let him take her. I still waited another 10 minutes. When he got out, and I was like, he's like, hey, bud, what can I help you with? And I said, is it possible I could speak with you in 2 minutes? Like, he didn't want me to go to his office. So I was like, well, that's the second time. He didn't offer me the first. If you look at the video, honest to God, he's like, I'm sorry, I'm leaving to lunch. So
Hussam, I don't see anything wrong here. I need to know why you started recording, because you weren't taken in turn, right?
Yes, and I know for a fact that, like he did it last time, that he didn't want to deal with me. Like, he didn't want to even talk to me for no reason.
Well, because he probably feels like he doesn't know what to do. Because you're saying I'm disrespected, I don't appreciate it. He doesn't know what to do.
Tom, with all my respect, Tom, if you see how he said, I'm not going to go, he said, I'm leaving to lunch. So you're leaving me there sitting for 30 minutes so I can see you.
Now, hold on. Was he the only one that could help you, or were there other people?
That's who I requested, Tom.
Why did you request him?
Because I had an issue.
What issue?
So one of my customers was promised a certain percentage, and when we went down there, it was a different percentage, and so forth. So I just wanted to tell him about the issue that the customer had with his bank, and just to kind of try to get some sort of answer for the customer that I sit down here.
All right, listen. I can see that could be an issue, and maybe he didn't handle that right. But what I don't see is anything at all that even suggests a hint of prejudice or racism, or where a guy doesn't want to be around you, or he's treating you weird. I don't feel that. I think you might be overly sensitive about it. No?
This is the thing. I've dealt with a lot of big people.
And Hussam, I don't mean to discredit you. I love helping people, and I don't like when people have problems, but I like when they contact me with legit problems that I can help with. And I don't see anything here. I think you might be overly sensitive.
The name is what my problem is. They have a way to look at the names and see who's next. So he knew I was next before that lady 20 minutes before that.
But he probably just thought you were a pain in the ass, man. I don't think it has anything.
I don't think
he must have thought something.
What do you mean? What do you mean thought something?
Because maybe he's called about that same customer not getting the right interest rate numerous times or something.
All I know is this, Hussam. I don't.
In my life twice. And both times I was just asking to talk to him very professionally.
He doesn't want to talk to you? I guess that's okay. He feels... Listen, some people avoid what they call problem customers, or when they don't have a solution. In other words, what if he can't get her a better rate? What if he can't get her a better rate? He doesn't...
He didn't even know the problem. He didn't even know the problem. That's my exact thing.
All right.
He didn't even know what I'm there for. And the second thing that I want you to know is that's a manager. It's a branch manager. He should help everybody. It should be equal.
Okay.
This is something of equality. This is
but Hussam, I don't believe he was singling you out, is what I'm saying. Here's the deal. We vote with our dollars. Why don't you just go somewhere else and just say, forget you. I'm not going to use you anymore, and here's why.
I am.
I mean, I don't see racism, is what I'm saying. He might very well be incapable of dealing with certain situations, or maybe he didn't handle you the way you wanted to be handled. Okay, I'll acknowledge that. But then you just move on. You really do. I don't see any issue here. I'm sorry that I can't be in line with you here. Suzanne, what's going on, Suzanne?
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
I wanted to ask you about a verbal contract.
You know what? A verbal contract. Verbal contracts are probably one of the most misunderstood aspects of law and of life. I will say another thing. They're right up there with gift tax. People are confused about gift tax. And I would say verbal contracts are one, and another one is as is when it comes to cars. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to lay out the specifics, because contrary to what people think, and this is not legal advice, this is what I have seen in the past, verbal contracts can be enforced in some cases. So hold on.
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
We are Farmers. No major problems in the drive across metro area freeway system.
A listener said exactly, it's the victim mentality.
Possible crash northbound Parker Road approaching Havana, seeing some delays there.
It is a victim mentality. I got to hear this. Who? This Facebook.
What is it?
Trump is badass.
I know. I
You
didn't
should
know
see
he
him.
could do that.
Badass in what way?
He can fight.
Fight.
Watch his video.
Up in the high country, Highway 6 is closed.
You don't lie very well. You're like trying to keep a straight face.
Although he's pulled off that shoe joke.
Very well.
Although I always set it up for him.
I've set it up for you a few times.
Oh, God.
Traffic and weather. IT Quack.
It's not a joke either.
But it's not. It's a fact. It is a fact.
One exception being an airborne car.
You know, when I travel, I'm reminded that my iPhone does not keep a charge at all.
Really?
I just keep it at...
Do you get rid of all your apps?
What do you mean get rid of them?
That they're up, you got a lot of apps you can double click. And
Yeah, I get rid of those, yeah. And I don't do updates or notifications, but here's the deal. I automatically plug it in when I'm in my car, and then when I'm on my desk, I've got that flat charger, and I have this one here. Thank you, dear. But here's the problem. When I'm traveling, I don't. And it like, okay, guys, I'm on. Okay, picture a kindly uncle. You know, little gray hair. Somebody you can go to for advice. Uncle Kevin at Sheridan Auto Tech. That's what I call him. His customers are truly, have a family relationship with him. I mean, Kevin will just show you everything and say, hey, you might want to do this, but you really need to do this. And he'll never suggest anything you don't need. He is a good guy, straightforward, honest, ethical. Sheridan Auto Tech, 3 locations in Lakewood and Aurora, 303-455-7242.
Picture that weird uncle you did growing up. Always tries to put your hand.
He says, I got a quarter for you, Rich.
He says, I'm just being kind.
I got a quarter for you.
A quarter. Reach in here, put some popcorn.
What is this? Is this Trump? Oh, cool.
See? I told you he's badass.
Oh, no. Pelosi. I just love this. Oh, I love it. Oh, is that Brooklyn?
Yeah. AOC. He throws her into the Coke can.
You know, Spike Lee said it all. He said the 2020 elections are around the corner. Let's do the right thing. And that was one of his movies, Do the Right Thing. So he says, I had to get that in. But he's going to see to it, he and Oprah will see to it that Trump is not reelected.
That's what he said, him and Oprah?
That was the only political thing I heard last night.
They did, and the ratings were better.
No, people don't like
Janie never watches it. He went and read.
They have no, they had no host.
I will tell you this, though, that I like not having a host. It moved.
I only watched the last one.
How do they watch that?
I watched every
They just keep bringing people up.
Yeah.
every grueling minute. Yeah, they have stage direction, it's called.
Okay.
And they just have people coming on and off. And I'll tell you, the look, though, you guys are not talking about the look.
The Seinfeld look.
The look. No, I'm sorry, I'm not going to tell you if you don't know it. No one knows the look.
Do you remember the episode of Seinfeld and the look?
The look.
The look on
the look. Give me a little more. Who
It's some
had
kind
the
of
look?
fashion thing from last
Actually,
night,
it
I'm
was
sure.
when they were doing
the look.
pilot.
The pilot was the look?
No, that one lady in there, the one that played Elaine.
I love that one series of episodes where there was always something wrong with his girlfriend. There was always one thing wrong. I love the one.
Yes, you're right.
The only thing he had wrong with her was the way she ate or something. She used a knife and fork on everything, right? Even peas.
No, you're missing that.
No, wasn't that it?
Who was the one? No, that was George's one on peas and stuff, I think.
Wait.
No, that was Mr. Elaine's boss cut up the candy bar with the Snickers bar with the knife and fork. And then they all started doing it.
Wait, but wasn't there something that he didn't like the way she ate? And then the low talker, was that his girlfriend?
That was George, Kramer's. The low talker's
I heard that. He said
what about
he had
man hands? That was one. Remember the radio?
She had these big paws.
I love man hands.
You got something. You got something on your lip. He goes. She gets a big old finger.
And pull it off 30, right? Okay,
I like
guys.
the Armani suit. I get my brand new Armani suit. You won't even buy me lunch. A meal.
Oh, I know. Jesus, that guy always.
Soup's not a meal. I'm just gonna have this soup. Mandy's.
Okay, we're on.
.com. If you're injured, you're going to have a bunch of questions. That's what we find. You know, people want to know whose fault and do I get anything? That's what they ask. What's it worth? You know, truly, if you're ever injured, especially in an automobile accident, John Fuller puts his number out there and says, call me. I'll answer your questions free of charge. Listen, if I take the case, I'll only charge a percentage of what I collect, and I'll be straight with you. And he is. Information, and free legal advice, 303-597-4500, 303-597-4500.
Ask Alexa to play 630 KHOW on iHeartRadio.
30 is really very limited in message, but 60 is too much. I like a 45.
You're right. Man hands was the best, though.
I loved it. I love all of them.
I do too.
How about the one that was just...
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome. 303-713-TALK. Bonnie Shields, I get this question all the time, and we got it here in email about division of property. Isn't Colorado a 50-50 state? Why do people think that? And by the way, are there states that are 50-50, or what do we call this state? I think we call it equitable, or what? What do we call it?
Well, it's equitable. It's whatever the court feels is fair and equitable under the circumstances.
And in most cases, is it 50-50?
Most cases, but courts don't always stick with that. So
especially with
not,
kids, right?
It's not a given. Well, yeah, whether you're talking about property or the children.
No, I'm talking about property now. But do they, that's what I want to know, do they take into consideration children when they're splitting property? For example, the home, and you got a bunch of kids staying with mom, and she's the primary custodial parent. Wouldn't they award the home most likely to mom?
They would if there's a way, if there's equity in the home of giving dad his portion of it, whatever the court feels that should be.
And do they take into consideration where the down payment money came from? Or anything like that when it comes to splitting it up at the end? What if a woman inherited something from her granddad and put $200,000 into a house? Would they consider that? Do they look at that?
They could. That's a circumstance the court could consider. There's actually, that comes actually up a lot where people, if you get remarried or if you get married and you've got, say, a condo in your own name and you go and sell that and you put the money into the new house, if you want to make for certain that later on, if you get divorced, you get that money back out, you better have a written agreement, because as soon as you put that in, it doesn't even have to be as formal as that. A piece of paper that says, if we ever sell this house, that $50,000 I put into it, I get that back. Without that, it's assumed it was a gift to the marriage.
All right. 303-713-TALK. Okay, here's what we are going to do. Suzanne wants to know about contracts. Go ahead, Suzanne. A verbal contract. Give me the circumstances.
Okay, a few weeks ago we were trying to buy a piece of property. We went to the sellers. We've been going back and forth with about 3 letters of intent. And we went in to, finalize it. Okay, what will we be willing to do? And we willing. And so we came to an agreement, and then there was a handshake, and they said to us, we've got a deal. And then they apparently got another offer very, like a day later or something higher, And they said, and no contract had been drawn yet, and they said, we're going to go with this other offer. We're sorry, but, you know, there we are.
Now,
can we sue?
In Colorado, first of all, anyone can sue for anything at any time.
Right.
Okay? Right. So that's up to a judge, or it's up to people to dismiss it or keep it. Now, so let's just say that. Yeah, you can sue. Okay. But now let's talk about verbal contracts. Specifically, in real estate, verbal contracts are not accepted and are not enforceable in real estate especially. Okay? In real estate. Mm-hmm. But I don't think you're talking about, and again, not legal advice, but I'm looking at the situation. I don't think you're talking about a verbal contract. I think you're talking about a verbal acceptance of a written contract. Didn't you already have a written offer?
We had letters of intent, no contract yet.
Okay, I understand that. But right. Was this listed, this property?
Yes.
And the letter of intent said what?
It said, we'll offer you this much, and we want this much time to close.
Okay, good. That's an offer. That's an offer.
Right, that's an offer.
And the latest offer in writing was not accepted, but you sweetened it.
Right, we verbally worked out the details.
I understand, but it was close to the one that was in writing.
Correct.
So I wouldn't go about it if it was me saying it was a verbal contract. I would say we sweetened that latest offer, and you accepted it. There's a difference, because if they say we got a deal, you could hold them to it if you got a deal. But it's very, very tricky and almost never successful. So when they said you got a deal, so people ask, when are verbal contracts accepted? Okay, they're accepted. Now listen to this, because this is what's crazy. Verbal contracts are accepted and enforceable when all parties agree to the terms and conditions. Isn't that silly? But that's when they're acceptable. Because so when is that? That's when, if all parties agree to the terms and conditions and agree that's what they are, of course it's enforceable, because everyone agrees. So the hard part is when you have an acceptance and then they say, well, we really didn't accept it. So I'm going to get a real estate expert. Hold on.
I should have had done right do it. Don't be that.
Okay, I have an idea.
Right, Matt? You've got that right.
Now listen, Frank
is so put. We make people happy. Ever since the 80s, we've proven ourselves by being picky. Tell the folks, Todd. Well, there's only one way we'll resurface cabinets: 1/4-inch glued and nailed. Replacement kitchens, only custom-built cabinets by our own people for a fabulous look. Bathrooms, you can count on the tried and true right bathroom renovation system. Windows and entry doors.
I'm a people person.
How about your 2 cents?
You're not a people person like me.
Quality window or door, yes, but I'm here to tell you.
I picked the winner though, didn't I? I nailed it. I know more than all these big wig Hollywood.
Actually, they were the favorite.
Were they?
They
were plus 295. Every 100 I bet, I won 300.
What were the others?
One was, I forget which one. One was like 2,800 pluses.
Oh, it's probably that.
Yeah, I had a message to call you guys back to verify I was the one buying the vehicle or something along those terms. Mark, M-A-R-C major. I think
every day, 8 kids and teens are unintentionally killed or injured by loaded and unlocked guns. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and End Family Fire.
This is Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. With Ross Kaminsky mornings, Dan Capless afternoons at 4, KHOW, Denver.
Wheels up for Vietnam. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. President Trump now on his way to Hanoi to meet with the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, their second summit, following last year's historic meeting in Singapore.
The president's strategy, at least immediately, is to develop a relationship with Kim. The idea is that if the two leaders can build trust and have an open and ongoing dialogue, progress can be built from there. Senate Democrats, though, urging...
As a business owner, have you ever been sued, Bonnie?
...tangible moves toward denuclearization.
This one lady, seriously, for the deck thing, is just crazy. $140,000 for the...
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
For deck?
And it's just the surface of the deck. It's just the bamboo planks on it. She didn't like it. She didn't like it. They took it off and sent it in, and the place that had it that sold her the bamboo stuff said, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just the way it is. And so I don't even think she paid for it, but she's suing for $140,000. So now she's going to have to get a lawyer. You know, but it could be one of those that she could get, I guess, in a countersuit, get the attorney fees.
I had somebody try to scam me once. This woman came in with her kid for a personal injury case, and I signed her up as a client. And then I get this angry call the next day from the ex-husband saying you had no right to sign a contract with my daughter. I'm joint custody or whatever. And I hadn't even thought to ask the woman, hey, where's the father? That I was a rookie. I didn't even think to ask. And he said, so I want $5,000 by like this afternoon, or I'm going to sue you. And I was bawling my eyes out. I mean, I was really a new attorney. I went to one of the other attorneys in the office, and they're like, he's just trying to get, and I didn't have $5,000. And they're like, no, you just tell him to pack sand, you know. And they found some other attorney. I never took the case. But yeah, it was like literally this afternoon I need $5,000.
So he was just trying to
scare me.
Or he might do that. See, I think people like that just don't do that one time. That's the whole MO.
Yep. It was lousy.
Hey, Tom, you know in Texas a handshake deal is a contract.
It can be. It can be here too.
Texaco got sued by Pennzoil for $1 billion in the 80s. Almost drove them.
But they have to be. It has to be provable. That's the.
And maybe it was. I think it was like.
It's got to be provable.
Oh, and I gotta give you about the Russian pawn shop too. I gotta give you an update on that.
Oh.
Not on the air, but I talked to another attorney that Ford gave me. Very smart guy. He says he doesn't have anything.
Why?
The biggest thing is there's not very many people that are going to go and see this because it was a Yelp. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And also because he had told his friends to do the fake reviews, he was open for a countersuit.
He's open for a countersuit for sure.
Yeah.
But
and he says it's just not that it's going to cost me to take into consideration.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be worth me the damages.
$50,000 to $100,000, and he says there's just not enough here. And also because he said registered sex offender, and in Colorado it's very easy to see if he's not one.
Yeah, but okay, I'll disagree there because that's a statement of fact.
Sure. No,
statement of facts are the easiest to disprove, and therefore the easiest to collect on. However, I agree when it comes to the amount of damages, it may be severely limited. But because he's an individual, I was going for the emotional stuff. But
and he says you're right because I brought that up there what you had said as far as not being a public figure. And he said you're correct on that.
And many times they get a pass. Holy shit! If they start saying, "Well, I started doubting my manhood. I started doubting I could do anything." I mean, there are people that go nuts over that.
And this guy has sued.
Okay, I got to do Rockies.
And will customize the right
15 away.
Your financial goals. They may even be able to get you closed in as fast as 10 days. So get
10 away, 5 away. I'm here. Can you feel spring in the air? Doesn't it make you want to go car shopping? Well, it doesn't matter if it's snowy, springy, or whatever. Rocky's Autos has a clean, beautiful lot waiting for you. They have the Shag Man keeping those cars in shape. They have good, clean, used cars. In fact, the biggest selection of cars, SUVs, vans, and anything else on wheels that you need. And all you have to do is visit them at 63rd and Federal, Monday through Friday, 9 to 7. And then Saturdays, 9 to 6. They're family-friendly, kid-friendly, even pet-friendly. Bring your pooch. They don't care. What they do care about is that you want a great deal. All the prices are clearly marked, nothing hidden, and monthly payments disclosed. And they even deal now and then, but although they have rock-bottom prices, they really do. Prove it! Shop! They don't mind if you shop. They just want to be part of the list. So put them on the list, 303-426-4646, 63rd and Federal.
You get a DUI, a criminal charge, and a civil proceeding against your license. Get an experienced, aggressive attorney who can help you in both areas. Joseph A. Lazara, 303-429-6200. That's 429-6200.
Krista Kafer, evenings at 6.
Monday, as a measles outbreak looms, Colorado lawmakers are considering getting rid of the non-medical exemptions in the state's vaccination law. I'm all for it. What do you think? Join me at 6.
Krista Kafer on 630 KHOW. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down.
Hi, Tom Martino here. I am so privileged to be able to get on the air and help people, and you become part of it, so you spread the word, and we all become smarter because of it. There's not just one person toting the water here. We all do it for everyone, and if you want to be part of it, just spread the word about what to do to bring justice. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255, and we love doing what we do. Suzanne, what are you doing? You're perched. You have something to say. What's going on?
I have Frank Duran on 6 for you.
Oh, Frank Duran, the real estate man. Okay, we'll do that. This hour brought to you by Genesis Total Exteriors.com. Interiors and exteriors. Genesis, at a time when contracting, man, you got it. It's like a crapshoot. You give people money if they're going to have stuff done. Genesis, you don't have to worry about 303-679-8509. Genesis. TotalExteriors.com. Bonnie Shields is with us, attorney at law. She is here to answer any questions on family law. We do have a few by email. If you have any questions, call us. Mediation seems to be the way to go. I would recommend everyone getting a divorce, everyone, the exception of no one. Mediation first. Well, it can't hurt. Bonnie, can you think of any cases ever where mediation wouldn't help to start? Ever. I can't.
Not at all, Tom.
I can't. Now, there are people say, I don't want to sit down in the same room. You don't even have to do that, do you? Have you had people in separate rooms?
Most of the time they are.
Really?
Most of the time
and
they are.
And you go back and forth?
And even, if the mediator's office has 2 separate rooms and separate entrances, even when there's things like there's been domestic violence or things like that,
yeah,
you can keep the 2 people where they don't see one another, and so you can still do it.
And then also, being an attorney, you can write up the actual agreement.
Right. You draft something at the
And in
end.
this state, it's not a requirement that mediators be attorneys. I recommend that they be attorneys. Now, we had a question on real estate contracts, and it gets complicated. Verbal contracts. People always ask, can a verbal contract be enforced? And I laughingly say, and from experience, recall cases where they were. Here's what happens. If Susie and Johnny have a contract and they both agree to the terms and conditions, then it's enforceable because there's no questions. Okay, what if Susie and Johnny have a contract and Johnny says, well, I didn't say that was that much. And Susie says, yes, you did. So let's say Johnny's got some witnesses. Then it gets hairy, but could be enforceable as well. However, if they have something written to the contrary, then written usually takes precedent, and it gets very complicated. So obviously I say to everyone, get all your terms and conditions in writing. But remember, only as good as the people behind it. I mean, if you have something in writing and that person doesn't honor it or breaches it, you got to sue them to get anywhere. They're not going to voluntarily give you damages. You can't call the police and say, he broke the contract, and the police go over and say, okay, you owe her money. It doesn't happen that way. I wish it did. Not that way, but I wish it was easier when it came to breach. Okay, so Suzanne said she has a specific question on this contract. You were looking at a piece of property. What kind of property?
Land, raw land.
All right, so you're looking at raw land, and it was actually listed or not?
It was listed, and then we sent a letter of intent with less money for the land. And then they answered with, they wanted a little more than we'd offered. And we answered and said, okay.
And then what?
Well, but part of the land, they decided they wanted to maybe keep. So we decided to meet in their office, and there were other witnesses, and we worked out the details, we thought, and then there was a handshake, and they said, you've got a deal. And within a day, they let us know that they had a better offer and that they weren't going to accept. There's nothing signed by both of us. Letter intents were not signed by two of us. It was just they signed and we signed ours. So there's no contract.
Right, I understand. You don't have.
We're not going to.
You have letters going back and forth, and the latest thing you have in writing wasn't what you agreed to. You went there and agreed to something differently. But who were the witnesses?
Brokers.
Like how many brokers?
Their broker and a person we had with us that was knowledgeable.
Okay, now, I want to ask Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Now, by the way, I'm asking Frank this because, you know, in Colorado, brokers have a limited practice of law when it comes to real estate transactions themselves. But, however, he's not giving you advice on this situation. I'm asking him to talk in general because he doesn't represent you. So, Frank Duran, I'd like to ask in general, when you guys go back and forth with offers and counteroffers, let's say on a normal house, if you on the phone, they say, okay, we'll go there, we'll do that, okay, we'll do that. How enforceable are these verbal things back and forth, Frank?
Hey, Tom, good morning. And not enforceable. It needs to be in writing. It needs to be in the contract. You know, Tom, we have buyers sometimes that say, hey, I'm going to pay $5,000 over the asking price. They say that verbally, and then they change their mind and decide not to write an offer. We can't really hold them to that. So it needs to be what's actually in writing.
But what if you wrote an offer and sent it to them, and they gave you a verbal on the phone? You call your client and say, they said they accepted it, and then somebody else offers more, and they don't present you with that acceptance.
The short answer is it should still be in writing, Tom. Now, could it get into muddy waters? Sure, it probably could. But in reality, it should be in the contract. There should be a signed and executed counterproposal if that were to be the case.
Okay, so really, you're saying if it's not in writing, these people said, yeah, we have a deal, we shook, and then somebody comes along and says way more money, and they can say, sorry, I know we said we had a deal, but before we got it in writing, we got somebody else.
Yeah, and Tom, you know, honestly, it gets into muddy waters anyway because there's other terms, not just the price. There's other factors in the contract that would need to be agreed to as well.
Yeah, like when the payment was going to be made and all of that. Like Suzanne.
Sure. Dates, deadlines.
When were the payments going to be made?
Those were the details that were worked out, and they were all agreed to. You know,
well,
like
what were they?
90
What was
days.
agreed to? 90 days, same as cash.
90 days, due diligence, you know, that sort of thing. It's commercial property.
And then, so if you decided, let's just say this. Let's say you found another property. You hadn't signed anything yet, and you found another property with a way better deal. Tell me, would you feel obligated to close on this one, even though you didn't sign anything?
That's what I'm wondering.
No,
I mean,
I'm asking you. I really want to know in your heart, okay, you left this meeting with a handshake. They haven't presented it in writing. You get a phone call, and the land that you never thought you could get ever turns out that you can for less money than you just agreed to on this one. Would you say to your husband, it's too late, we already agreed?
I have a tendency to do that.
Okay. Well, that would be to your detriment in this case, because Frank is saying that they don't have to do that. Listen, I think that's kind of a good policy because really, like Frank said, there's so many different details. If you know, you obviously did not discuss every detail of every part of that contract. Now, what did the broker say? You must have asked your broker. What did your broker say? And Frank, by the way, thank you so much for being here. I always appreciate your input.
Thank you, my friend. Have a terrific day.
Yeah, and Frank Duran, the real estate man, no one could ever have better representation, whether you're buying or selling. 303-920-1622, by the way, is his number. Okay, so go ahead, Suzanne. What did your broker say?
It's like you said, it's like, well, the law is it should be in writing, but you're going to look like a skunk. And, you know, do you want to get a reputation like that?
Well, what did your broker say?
Nothing.
What did your broker say? I'll fight for it to be enforced.
Not necessarily. No.
What did your broker say? Did your broker say we don't have a contract?
Right.
That's okay. So your broker is going along with we don't have a contract.
Right.
Okay. What does the other broker say? That obviously is sticking with his client, saying, right, I'm sorry, you lost.
Well, haven't gotten back to them yet.
Tell me why you haven't. Why didn't you put that in writing, like at that meeting? Why didn't you at least scribble something, initial it? Because you had an offer you guys could have initialed and signed. Why didn't you do that at least? That would have been really strong.
That would have been really strong.
Oh, man. How much land was this?
Oh, about 100 acres.
What were you going to do with it? I'm curious. Subdivide?
Do some building on it. Do some building on it, or sell it to somebody we know that is doing some building. It's just a good piece of property, we thought, and so we'll take it and
oh, that's
do
too bad.
something
I think it's not going to be worth the money technically and legally and all of that. I mean, I mean with legal fees is what I meant. 303-713-8255. Especially when it comes to real estate. So we have a question for Bonnie here. I just saw it. We'll come back with it. Some divorce questions and your questions on anything you want right after this.
Sponsored.
Actually, when they say Spike Lee did a Kanye, it's worse. Because Kanye was putting it up for somebody else. Spike Lee said it was mine. He said he should have won.
Why though? That movie was boring.
Which one?
The Spike Lee one.
Oh, I liked it. It wasn't action-packed.
I didn't realize it was all over the telephone.
And it's true, too.
Yeah, I know.
I really like it. I saw all the movies.
Me too.
I've tried to do that.
I didn't see
only
Roma.
the second time ever.
I heard Roma sucked.
Did you see Roma then?
Stephanie did.
It's just,
I wouldn't go.
I don't think I could sit through
it was slow as molasses, and I just
But it
didn't
was
get it.
a terrible story.
I just didn't get it. But what I thought A Star is Born or Green Book should win. I love Green Book.
Mark really likes
Green
Star is
Book.
Born too.
It was delightful. Did you see that one?
Oh, it's great movie.
I want to see it again. It was delightful.
Green Book.
Oh, Green Book.
The only thing about Green Book that I did not understand is why about Mitch came to America. That guy was a supporting actor, not the main actor. I thought he was a main actor.
Oh, okay.
Who got best actor?
Robbie Mallet.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I heard that. You're right. And he was good. He was good.
He was
the movie I didn't see Bohemian Rhapsody. A little slow. That was a little slow.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
Knew he was. I knew he was going to die.
But I like Queenie. I like.
I like how much the characters look like the people in real life. Oh my
Thomas said
God.
that.
Yeah, that was good.
I think one of the best acting jobs in the world was his Vice. That guy.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh my God, Christian Bale. Holy. No, I'm not talking about the movie. The way that guy took on that character is unbelievable.
Yes.
Well,
He's amazing.
I don't know, I disagree.
Isn't he's Irish
Disagree
or
with what?
Scotch or something?
That he was that good of an actor. I mean,
He totally transformed. He's an English dude, young, turns into an old, bald, like American guy with
a young, good-looking English, or I think he's Scotch or maybe even Welsh. But
take Davy Jones, for example. He stepped into that.
But Bonnie, the acting was.
He's one of my all-time things, so watch your mouth.
I love Davy.
Bonnie.
Oh, okay.
Honest to God, though, the way he transformed, I believed I was looking at Gene.
Oh, and when you saw him at the Academy Awards last night, I was like, I could see his eyes.
And then also,
I could see his eyes.
now this wasn't much of a transformation because he happened to look like him, but Deveau and Van Gogh, my God. That was unbelievable. He acted like a man.
Monkeys or Beatles?
So these are good.
Oh.
These are good. I mean,
my heart, Monkeys, the actual music, the Beatles for sure.
But it's really unbelievable. What I loved about Green Book was everyone in it was good. There wasn't a weak spot in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how when he throws that trash out the window. And then next thing you know, he's backed up and he's picking the trash up off the highway.
And then
I just
with A Star is Born,
love that guy.
It was just stop and eat Lady Gaga. There was no movie.
I like him beat that.
Why it was up for Best Picture?
It was.
Oh, see, I loved it. I like
But
the
it's
70s.
not a movie. I mean, it was a concert. It was a Lady Gaga experience.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of a Bradley. experience myself. But
Do I have a spot?
He can sing pretty good, actually.
actually, yeah, I like his
No,
voice.
what am I? Just help me here.
As always, we have our word.
You know, one thing is,
Pro Auto. What spot?
Pro Auto.
Okay,
60
thanks.
now.
Okay.
628370 or drhi.com.
Pro Auto Care for your car nanny. If you need help, if you want to get your car serviced and then have someone keep track of it for you, it's Pro Auto Care. I love that level of service. I call it your car nanny. Once you go to Pro Auto and they enter your VIN number, they will send you suggestions on when you need an oil change, tune-ups, or whatever you need, even timing belts. They will keep track of that car as if it's their own, and then in between each and every repair or service, you get roadside assistance free. That's unbelievable. Around the country, you're part of their family. It's almost like you don't ever have to pay for a tow again, and you're part of their family. Pro Auto Care, 2 locations near I-25 in Evans, near Bowles and Santa Fe. Just give them a call, 303-PRO-AUTO. And the website is 303proauto.com.
Alexa, play KHOW Radio.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio.
Ask for us on your Amazon or Google smart speaker.
Let's talk.
630 KHOW.
Go ahead.
I lost my place. That's why, yeah. Where's our grant? So right now, the next one coming up.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK. Bonnie Shields is with us, attorney at law. We do have a question, and this is a very interesting one. Your guys are contemplating divorce, but you haven't filed. No one has filed. The husband withdraws a large amount of money from the bank and puts it into a private account somewhere. Does that go on his side of the ledger if it's a week or two before they file, or is that totally tough luck?
It goes on the ledger.
It does?
You betcha.
When do they start? Well, when do you not do that? Well, how about it if he goes back 2 years and says, well, honey, you bought this?
Then the judge is going to have to deal with that if it's 2 years ago, but people do things in anticipation of divorcing all the time.
And that's considered a no-no.
It's a no-no.
303-713-TALK. Good to know. Okay, let's talk to Jules. Jules, what's going on?
Well, thank heavens for your wonderful program.
Thank you, Jules, for listening. What's going on?
Most every day we tune you in because a lot of helpful information to the public.
Thank you, Jules.
Who seem like they're in such a hurry every day that they don't document everything that they can talk to other people about to make their life.
How can we help you, Jewel?
It means I like an ordinary event, but for 32 years I've been doing home health care for my beautiful mother and
wait. You have been getting home health care?
I've been
giving home health care to his mom, Tom.
Have you been getting paid for it, Jewel?
Well, I've been trying to get off this darn Social Security and SSI.
Why would you want to get off it? Are you on it now?
Well, if I had about $800 a month, work, and I could earn about $800 a month. I've been on it all my lifetime. I don't know why my dad put me on it, but...
Well, maybe because you were disabled of some kind of disability. Jules, are you on SSDI right now?
I make $78 the first of the month, and then they pay me $670 the next day. And I guess I had a messed up my knee in a car accident that 1968.
Hey, Jules, I thought you were calling because your mom died a couple weeks ago and you needed advice about that.
Well, I'm trying to ask different people who I respect.
Okay. What do you need to know?
Which one of the family would I be able to have to keep? See, we kind of got a representative for her family, her cousin, and he kind of
Jules, let me ask you something. I think, let me try to sum this up, okay? Now, let me get this straight. Were you living with your mom?
I've been here for 31 years with my mom.
And you've been, hold on, that's all I need. And you've been taking care of her, right?
I'm trying to.
Okay, and then you also, on your own, get Social Security disability, right?
Yes.
How old are you, Jules?
I'm 64.
Okay, now hold on. And your mom died?
Yes.
And when did she die?
On the 12th of February.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Now, okay, so now you're living alone. You were living with your mom. You're on Social Security disability, and you were helping your mom, so she died. Now, what is going on? What can we help you with now?
I want to know how to make better friends with my mom after I'm in heaven.
You want to make friends with your mom after you're in heaven?
Yes, that might be a strange question.
Nah, it's not so strange. Well, you want to make friends with her when you're in heaven. Well,
yes.
Don't you think that's going to kind of be automatic?
I hope so.
So, are you lonely right now?
Well, at this house all by myself, I make too many phone calls every day, and then I get tired.
Do you have any friends, Jules?
Yes.
Okay, do they come and visit?
Yes.
Okay, good. And do you have any home health yourself? Any help around the house yourself?
Oh, there's a person that called out of the sky blue and is going to come tomorrow with some EMTs.
And who is this person that's coming tomorrow?
I guess her name's...
well, how did you find her?
Again, she kind of was in touch with the dispatch here in town.
What dispatcher, Jules?
At the Longmont Police Department.
Oh, okay. Okay. So listen, are you living in a home?
Yes, it's a house.
Okay, and is it your mom's house?
Bernadette and Ann took it over along with Mom's finances.
Okay, who took it over? Friends of your mom or family? Her sister?
Family.
Okay, your mom's sister took over the house and the finances, right?
They were my mom's girls.
Your mom's girls. So you have sisters?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think you could get us a name and number of one of your sisters?
Yes.
Okay. We'll check with them. And do your sisters take care of you?
Yes, I guess they're trying to.
Okay. Well, that's good. And if you want me to check on that, I will.
I see.
In other words, Jules, I can help you to see that you're not taken advantage of or to make sure everything goes well.
Yeah. I put this guy's bike out in back of the house, and he keeps coming over here. For some reason, he used to be one of the girls in my family had 2 boys with him, and he tended to he might be, I don't know why he doesn't wind up. He has chemical dependency.
All right, here's what I want to do, Joel. Listen, I want to get the name of the person, if you have it, at the Longmont Police Department that's coming over, okay?
Oh, boy, I don't know.
All right, never mind then.
He doesn't want to talk to them.
We can figure it out. But hold on. Suzanne wants to talk to you and get the name of one of your sisters, okay? Hold on. Hold on. Suzanne, get that phone number, too. We'll look in. And speaking of this, we really do help people like this. We have, for example, Barb Shue. Barb is with an organization called Angels Help. And let's say you have a family member. You don't know what to do, or you're planning on, your parents are getting old and you're planning on long-term care, or you need to move them to assisted living, or something similar. Barb helps coordinate this stuff. She helps counsel families. She helps coordinate care. She can do as much or as little as you want. We asked her recently to look in on Roberto, and she has a follow-up. Barb, first of all, summarize Roberto's situation before you got involved. He had called us for help.
Right. He called you guys looking for some help because he had gone out driving, was picked up by the police, taken to the hospital, and
he got lost.
He was worried. Yes. He was worried about his bill that was going to be coming.
And and first of all, he lives alone. And how old is he?
84.
84. And he's kind of an odd bird. A very nice man, and he says he doesn't believe in a modern medicine, because they invented cancer, and he has a bunch of different theories. And because we asked him if he had been checked up recently? Because it sounded like, to me, he had an episode of some kind where he got lost when he was driving in his car. All we wanted to make sure is that he's safe and sound, and we asked you to look in on him. Could you tell us what happened?
Yes, I went out to visit with him prior to him receiving his bill. He lives alone in a townhome, Parker, Aurora area.
Is it well taken care of?
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
And he definitely could use some help, but he is
stubborn.
Yes, and refusing help. The crew of the problem is that he doesn't believe that the police should have taken him to the hospital. He doesn't believe he should have to pay the hospital bill. The police felt that he was somehow not okay medically, and that's why they took him to the hospital. He's driving around. It's dark. He can't see the street signs. He normally goes to this specific restaurant quite a bit, but he got lost. He couldn't see the street signs because he didn't have his lights on.
What do you think happened? What do you think happened?
I'm pretty sure that he got turned around, and the police felt that he was a danger to himself or to others, and they took him in to have him checked over to make sure that there wasn't something medically causing him to be confused and agitated.
And was there anything found?
Nothing that I can find.
Okay. He wasn't suffering a stroke or anything?
No. And he appears to be, so they gave him a right at almost $4,000 discount because he's going to be paying this privately, because he doesn't believe, as you already pointed out, he doesn't believe in modern stuff. So he doesn't believe in health insurance.
He doesn't even have, but isn't he eligible for Medicare?
Absolutely.
But he won't take it.
Correct. He's not signed up for Medicare. He has no prescription program. He's not on any medication.
You know, he can sign up now and they'll backdate it on Medicare, won't they?
Yeah, can he get at least this taken care of? Can you explain that to him?
I can try. I have a meeting with him tomorrow, going to see if we can possibly move this forward. Part of the problem is that he should be in some place where someone's taking care of him, and he does not want to do that.
Why? Yeah, because he's... And how is this place, Barb, if you had to be candid about it?
Well, if I had to be candid, I would tell you that when we clean it out, we need to have hazmat suits on.
Oh, my God. Is he a hoarder?
Maybe you should have a talk with him as well.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we should go visit him.
Yeah.
Why don't you lay some pavement, some groundwork for that, and maybe we'll come out and see him. Not
okay.
Maybe. Not maybe. I mean, we'll come out. Mark and I will go see him.
Okay.
All right.
And
so
I did offer him some services that could come in and clean it up for him so he has a clean environment.
Did he say yes?
No, he refused.
You see,
He said that he can do it and that he will. And the letter he received from his homeowners association, I'm not sure if that was something he talked to you guys about or not, but that was an additional problem on top of this other one. He got a letter from his homeowners association. I'm not sure if they'll
take the home away.
About the condition. Right. I'm not sure if they know the condition of the interior, but they are, and whether it went out to everyone, but it definitely said you need to clean this up. And I pointed out to him that they could definitely call APS.
Oh my gosh! So, yeah, I hate to to just disturb this guy's life, but it just doesn't sound like it can continue. Barb Shue is Angels Help, 720-449-2272. My goodness. You know, I'm 65 and I look around and I think, thank God, huh? And then people, though, he's in his 80s, right? And this guy just refuses help. What do you do when people just refuse help? I'm thinking about maybe doing a show for the elderly. We'll do it on Saturdays called Who Am I, Where Am I? Okay, I'm kidding. 303-713-TALK. We got more coming up.
This is Denver's Talk Station, 630 K.
iHeart
Radio. Ross Kaminsky Morning.
It's like hazmat. And she's no good. She's
sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
This poor guy. Maybe keep Barb up for Brian.
Northbound I-25 at the turnpike, blocking the right lane. That's been cleared out of the way.
What a tough job.
See, that's before filing, Bonnie. They have a right to do it too, right?
Off highway,
Right to do what? Take it out?
Money. right before the divorce.
Yeah. You're not breaking any laws after you file yours, but you're not breaking any laws, but it will catch up with you.
I want to give you the skinny on that. You tell me if you want Barb. He's here in Colorado, mom's in California, early stage dementia diagnosis. Family's already starting to take advantage of her. He wants advice on how do you stop that. But mom's in California, that's why I'm saying, do you still want Barb for it?
Well, for general advice, just
Okay.
do that.
Here you go. Here you go, Dr. Barbers.
Thanks for the reminder. Ideal Home Loans for your next ideal home loan. I love this company and the way they do business because you can start on the internet, you can start on the phone and get this process done. They even help you if you're buying and you want to do a pre-approval. You come in and get absolutely approved. Then the only thing you need is really title work and appraisal, and then it's like a cash deal. Ask about their pre-approval. If you want to get your offer accepted, that's the way to do it. And then you can rest assured that if rates go down over the next 2 years, even by just 0.75%, you can get refinanced free of charge. And they have custom term loans. If you're refinancing, you want to get the low rate, but you don't want to go back to 30 years, you can pick any term you want. 303-867-7000. That's 303-867-7000. IdealHomeLoans.com.
Is your garage door making weird noises? This is Dave Logan. If you're having issues with your garage door, call Don's Garage Doors, the only garage door company I've personally endorsed.
Yeah.
I've used
See
Don's
where that
Garage
gets
Doors in my home, and folks, you should too. The garage is the entrance to your home, and you want something you can trust next time you need a garage door repair or replacement. Call Don's Garage Doors, 303-738-4667, or online at
We have a
It's 2019, and you're
we have a seminar coming up now, so we're going to that or what?
Yes, I'll go with you. It's far, far away in a galaxy.
March 11th?
It's so far away, man.
Is it March 11th or what?
It sounds right. Although they might have changed it again.
Sunday?
It should be on. Suzanne updated your calendar. It's on a Sunday.
Their team of licensed experts get between you and the IRS to negotiate the best possible settlement. Way better than you can do on your own, and because Larson
It's at 3 a.m. Sunday morning.
judge you, you're
Oh,
only
man.
interested
Now Raleigh
in
has a
helping you
wrong
through
number.
your tax mess. Don't wait. Don't waste another year with anxiety,
They're gonna be
worry,
serving.
and shuddering whenever the mail arrives. Call now,
Serving
844
lunch.
Larson Tax. That's toll free, 844 LARSON tax, or online at LarsonTaxRelief.com.
Running out of money is the #1 fear for retirees today. Hi, I'm Melinda Gardner, host of Your Money.
So Mark, I found the perfect vacation for JD and I.
What is it?
If you want to secure
I
your
found
retirement future, you need to
an Alaskan cruise this summer because he wants to go somewhere cold. I'm a beachy person, but the guy hosting this section of people on there he's a radio host in New York that does a show on Broadway. I listen to that channel, Broadway channel. He's going to have 3 Broadway.
Centeno Schultz for Living Stem Cell Therapy. They're going to have they have weekly seminars. We're going to be at one in early March. All you have to do is go to the website to find out more. Centeno Schultz. Centeno Schultz is the place where they extract living stem cells at the time of treatment and then do guided injections. It is critical to use a clinic that does true living stem cells. The trend now with these chiropractors is to ship in amniotic fluids and also umbilical cord blood and tell you it's living stem cells. It is not. If you want true living stem cells, the only way to currently do it under FDA guidelines is to get living stem cells at the time of treatment. Centeno Schultz invented this treatment in a clinical setting and was the first one to use it, Dr. Chris Centeno, years ago. 303-963-9201, 303-963-9201, avoidsurgerytoday.com.
We already got 12 shares on that video I put up. The one with Trump.
So you get a hobnob with the Broadway stars. You get to sing in a show with them if you want.
Whoa!
He does master classes on theater stuff I've wanted. JD can have some scotch and go read a book. I'll be in heaven. Is that perfect? And I'll sign
How
up
long
for
is it?
It's 7 nights. So I'm gonna invite him or sign him up for one of the fishing things. And like, you know, it's probably $200.
Listen, I fucking changed 12 spots and put the number on that was given to me. And now they want to change it again.
You go
I
like
sent you an email on February 4th.
Really?
You gotta go with that July, August.
I'm still gonna clean my ass.
We gotta go.
Here is fuck this, man. I fucking went through every one and changed them. And now they're telling me to do it again.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Let's go to the phones. What's on your mind? We have advice. Brian has advice here, he said. Or needs advice. I'm sorry, he needs advice. His mom has dementia. Maybe we'll bring Barb Shue up again to see if she has any opinions. Barb is with Angels Help, which consults families on the aged and people with disabilities. What's going on, Brian?
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
Yeah. What's happening?
Yeah. Well, my mom, she's in the early stage of the dementia. She's having a real hard time remembering from, hour to hour at this point, day to day, and she's not eating. And, well, what happened was I had a relative go over there. She's in California, I'm in Colorado. They took her to the car dealership and had her co-sign on a car loan for about $30,000. And when they're at the dealership, she fell down, she passed out and bumped her head on the concrete and busted her head open. So they took her home and brought her back the next day and signed all the paperwork and didn't take her to the hospital.
Signed what paperwork? For the car?
She co-signed a car for my little niece that hasn't been around. Her husband died 2 months ago, the day after
So you're saying they're taking advantage of her. She co-signed on a loan. How old is she?
78.
Does she have equity? Does she have money?
She has a little money. She's not rich by any means, but she has some equity.
How much equity in her home? How much equity in her home?
Probably between $150 and $200.
And how much in the bank? Cash.
Probably over $150.
Why didn't they just take the money? Why'd they have her sign?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
I think she gave her money for the down payment.
Do you think they'll actually make the payments, though?
I'm sure they'll make the payments. I'm sure. I'm just, I don't. My problem is, I don't know what to do about my mother.
You want to make sure. You want to make sure that this does not become a practice or a trend.
Right. It's already starting. Yeah.
Okay. How old is she? Did you say 80?
78.
78. And she lives in California.
Right.
Okay. So Brian, who is her? Does she make all her own decisions still?
Right now, she's making all her own decisions.
Okay, and who do you think is most likely to take advantage of her?
Well, obviously, the folks that just had her go down to the dealership.
That's her daughter and her daughter's kid, right?
No. That's her sister, half-sister, and her half-sister's daughter.
Oh, my God.
They started coming around after my stepfather passed away.
Is there anyone out in California that you trust?
Well, yeah, I have a couple other relatives that have been watching over her that I definitely trust. But they're telling me that I need to go out there and get a power of attorney and stuff.
Well, I would recommend that that's what you do, or you take over that. But hold on, let's talk to Barb. Barb is with Angels Help. Barb Shue. Listen, Barb, if you don't trust the way your mom or dad or whatever are going to make financial decisions, what can you do about it? Can you take control of that without taking control of their whole life?
You can. One question I would have for Brian would be, does she have a power of attorney set up already?
No.
Okay. So basically what you need to do is you need to get out to California, number one. To assess the situation personally, you need to go to a doctor's appointment with her, find out if she has the capability of making decisions. If she does not have that capability, then you're going to have to file for guardianship, not POA.
Oh. Yeah, I have her an appointment on April 10th for a neurologist, but it just takes forever to get the appointment. It's been a couple months since I made it, but it's not till April.
But she can do it voluntarily. Hold on. She can do it voluntarily. In other words, if Brian says, Mom, I want to help you, and all financial decisions have to go through me, she can voluntarily assign him without any doctor.
Not if she, okay, so if she already has a diagnosis of dementia,
Oh.
we need to assess how deep that dementia is.
Oh, you're
so far.
saying she can't assign away rights if, in fact, she is demented.
Correct.
Oh. Well, she hasn't been diagnosed yet. I have an appointment for on the April 10th to go to the neurologist.
Are you the only child?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody else is gone.
Well, then, if no one will contest it, what would happen, Barb, if he just gets her to make him a power of attorney for finances? What would happen if no one protested and he's the son? Will someone say she shouldn't have signed that? I mean, I doubt. What is this half sister going to come and say she should be able to give me money?
That is very much a possibility. That's why I said you need to get out there. You need to assess what her cognitive ability is and how weak she is in the dementia. Because if she's far enough that she's irrational or unable to, and they say that she's unable to make these decisions, then power of attorney, they can contest it and they will win. So
but here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. I don't think they would challenge it. I mean, I can't see.
But they might.
I know, but I can't see a relative who is not in the immediate family going to a judge saying, you know, her son should not be protecting her. We should be able to get that money. I mean, I understand what you're saying, Barb. I mean, but what I'm saying, Brian, what I would do if it was my mom, I would do what Barb says. But before I did that, I would have her sign something making you power of attorney over finances. That's what I would do. And then I would go ahead at my leisure and get her evaluated. Because, I mean, I want something immediately in place to protect her, because the worst that would happen, the worst, is that it slows him down.
Right. Yep. Right. That makes a lot of sense. So I can go ahead and get a power of attorney as long as she signs it and notarized.
Now listen, we're not, see, now I'm not going to give you legal advice. Here's what I just said. Listen carefully. If this was my mother, I would go and say, Mom, I want to protect you. Please sign this power of attorney that makes me in charge of your finances. I will never deprive you of anything. I just want to protect you. Then I would get her evaluated, not just for the money, not just to make sure this agreement is strong, but for her protection. I mean, maybe she does need someone there.
You might want to move that money, too, into his name.
It's definitely
you're going to have a 2-year look-back period you're going to be thinking about soon. Don't you agree, Tom?
It's 5 year.
5-year look-back. So
it's a what?
Mark is saying, if you want to transfer any assets out of her name to get her I'm opposed to this philosophically. To get Medicaid to pay for stuff, people get stuff out of their parents' name. But as Barb just said, they look back 5 years.
Oh, okay. Well, she's got very good insurance. That's not a problem. The insurance, etc.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about that either. But what Mark said. What Mark said is to make the money even more inaccessible is to have her put the money, or have you put yourself on the account.
Correct.
Right.
And so, make it a double signer.
Yeah, so it has to be signed by both of you. And that would be, then those jerks can't do anything. Also, on the house, do a beneficiary's deed. Where it reverts to you automatically upon death, if that was her intention, of course, and and do not let her quit claim it to you before death, because that'll screw you up. You do it as a beneficiary's deed, and you can find an attorney out there to do all that. Ask an attorney about a beneficiary's deed and a POA for finances, and any attorney worth his salt will know how to do it. 303-713-8255. If you need to ask Barb, or anyone listening has an elderly relative and they need to hire someone like Barb, she takes care of all of this kind of stuff. It's 720-449-2272, and it's called Angels Help, on our referral list at referrallist.com.
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance. We are
Can you imagine
I need you to do me a favor because I can't wait for Grant.
Here, this old lady can fall down. She probably can't talk and everything, and she probably has to hold her arm.
Oh, I think I'll wait. I have 2 commercials coming up, right?
I think she can talk.
No, but I mean, she's probably kind of incoherent right there. She fell down. So yet these people are.
I can't believe that I would go through all the trouble of changing every goddamn phone number and putting it back to what it was. I just can't even believe I would do it.
51 tonight, partly cloudy overnight, low of 22 tomorrow. Mostly
You did it.
Right now, mostly cloudy and 37.
893-555-SponsorFixOnlyHouse.com. My approach is, what do I do? Is it serious? Is there one more serious than another? And what you do is call me with any question confidentially and compliment any questions about it. There it is. You can reach me at 893.
Fix It 24/7 is doing something extraordinary. I urge you to call them. Listen to this one. With Fix It 24/7, they'll come out and check your furnace and clean it and make adjustments. And all of this they usually do for a screaming deal of $39. It's even better now. Really, only $19. Now we're talking about removing the fan motor, getting to the bearings, cleaning the entire, all of the fins, the case, the burners, readjusting everything, making sure it's running perfectly along with the gas valve, cleaning the thermocouple, and making that furnace almost refurbished. That's what they do for just $19, but it's only for the next 20 people at this incredible price. $19. Fix It 24/7. 720-526-3939. 720-526-3939.
Hey man, I got a trivia question for you.
The hottest topic right now.
So I got a Raleigh house and a Fuller Law. Do you have to do the Fuller Law? No? You want to do the Raleigh instead? Okay.
That's a trivia question. He's pretty bored in trivia.
Pretty boring trivia. I've got at least a couple hours of work. So what
I
time
need
you want
you
to
to
meet?
send
If you
me
want to do it tomorrow and stuff,
every live recorded, not all, not yet,
You tell me.
30 to 60 Raleigh house.
I gotta go home and get to let the dog out.
Every one of them, 60s or 30s, because I need to revise them.
So you tell me a time, because I could do my chiropractor at 3 then.
Will he be back tomorrow?
How long does that take?
10 minutes.
Now, I can't
So you
believe
want
I
to
ordered
order at 3:30?
Sure.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's meet at 3:30.
I got treatment.
I am so goddamn tired of fucking phone numbers changing. Do people realize you shouldn't change phone numbers? Why do they change phone numbers?
I should just use a website anyhow. I'll know Raleigh House.
No.
What did I say during their live spot the other day?
What did you say? What was it?
Have to get off
The sauce.
Jesus. I did, but I didn't mean it in a funny way. I meant it like.
If you need to get off the sauce.
Of course, I look over and Dummy over here is laughing.
Dummy?
Got it, Uncle. Get off the sauce.
Got Uncle. He's
not. Isn't that a real word? Get off the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an expression.
Yeah.
Just like funny Uncle.
That I know you talk about. You talk about weird shit, Uncle Kevin. Weird Uncle Kevin.
He's like the kind uncle. Not funny. Kind.
Then on the Lazaro one, I said, not just DUIs and shoplifting, but Joe has actually represented a guy that shot a police officer, and I know that firsthand. And I sat there and thought about it, and I basically was saying that I shot a police officer.
I'm really disappointed. I'm in between the shows. I can't find anything good to binge. Nothing good in shit.
Did you watch the new that Showtime one? It's almost over.
True Detective?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll have all the episodes, I think, now. Maybe one
You
short.
really like it.
I love
The first season has me bored right now.
Oh, the first season's the best with Woody Harrelson.
It was really
And Woody and who?
McConaughey.
the jewel.
They're great actors, man. But Like, what am I bored about? This girl was murdered.
It gets really good, man.
Okay.
It gets strange.
It's like
It's strange.
some kind of ritualistic thing. Listen, don't tell me. Don't give it. I'm going to go back to it.
Shameless is good too, but I don't think you'd like that.
Why? What is it?
Here you go.
What is it? How many C's?
That's
10.
Huh?
10.
Oh yeah. What? Shameless?
Contains nicotine.
Text me.
It's an addictive chemical.
All right. If you need help because you have an addict in your life, the RaleighHouse.com. What I love is this information line that they are giving to everyone who needs help. You just call for free information on any aspect of addiction, including cost, treatment, alternative treatments, what to say to an addict, everything. 720-730-9722. 720-730-9722.
I gotta change my numbers too then.
You know something? Wait a minute. I gotta tell you something. What? This is the original number I had, I think. This is so fucked up, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
You think you did them, then miscorrected them?
No,
then
I had them. They changed it. I did the new one, then they changed it back. I'm telling you, Mark, I know that I changed it.
For Raleigh.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Don, go ahead, Don. Oh, hold on, Don, one sec, just real quick. Alex, you have a question for Bonnie? Let's take that really quick before the end of the hour. I'll go to Don. Don, I promise. Go ahead, Alex.
Hey, Tom, I was just curious. Do you have to be licensed or certified, qualified to be a mediator?
Nope. I don't think so, Bonnie. What is the requirement?
No, you don't. There are lots of classes out there you can take. They're 40-hour, usually 40-hour courses in mediation. But I don't know that there's an actual statutory requirement to do that, to mediate.
All right.
Why were you at? Would you want to be one?
No, I was just curious. I mean, everybody has to be licensed, licensed plumber, licensed.
I've not heard of any. In fact, I've heard attorneys like Bonnie. She does mediation. I've heard attorneys say it's weird. It's weird that you don't have to be an attorney. Yep. Yeah. And I'll tell you, I think the only non-attorney I would trust would be me. But other than that, I think you need an attorney. Man, I'd love to do a divorce mediation one time. All right, so Don, it's your turn now. Go ahead, Don.
Hi, Tom.
Hey.
Thanks for taking my call.
Yes.
I have ran into a brick wall on something.
What is that?
So what happened was I own a local roofing company.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in business for 30 years.
Okay.
And in the construction field. So what happened is you have customers that will give you reviews on Yelp.
Right.
Okay. So what happened was I had a non-customer, if you will.
All right, hold on. I know where you're going with this. I want to give you more time. Hang on, and we'll come back and talk about this common problem with Yelp.
Is your credit score preventing you from buying a home? Maybe it's stopping you from refinancing to a better rate. Hey guys, it's Ross.
So when are you going to go on that cruise?
July 21st.
What kind of cruise is it?
I think
Broadway.
there'll be something for both of us. Pardon?
What kind? Is it a theme cruise?
Yeah, Broadway.
Oh,
My husband can
so
go
different plays and shit?
Yeah, and you get to sing with them.
Oh.
Master classes. My husband can go fish. I can hang around with the hoity-toity New Yorkers and discuss the Tony Awards. This happened.
Mark, what's Shameless about?
It's a comedy about a very dysfunctional household.
Very dysfunctional.
Okay, but hold on. I usually like dramas and suspense, so
then you probably wouldn't like.
But I like
could be over your head.
I mean, like if it was like a Seinfeld. I like comedies, but really, I want to get engrossed. Does it have continuing stories?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, are they good stories?
Very. It's very dysfunctional.
What is, like, give me an idea of dysfunction.
The father, basically, okay, in last week's episode, he was trying out to be the best bum. So he had to panhandle the most. He had to hop a train like a hobo would while it was moving. And he had to drink a lot of alcohol without passing out.
Is it a good cast?
Oh, the cast is wonderful, yeah.
And it's been on for 10 seasons.
Yeah,
Where is it aired?
HBO. It's all or Showtime. Is it Showtime or HBO? It's HBO. Over your head too.
No, it's one of those ones that just cringes. That's so dysfunctional. It almost gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I love it.
From the stuff that there's, I don't know, it sounds like anyway, molestations going on and stuff. I mean, it's
yeah, but in a funny way.
In a funny way, yeah. You know, it's kind of like it was kind of funny when I first watched Office. It just cringed because it was so.
You don't like Office?
No, I do after I got it, but it was like the way he would like.
I never
so stupid. It's good, but it's one of those things that you gotta. That's just the way it is. But Shameless, I mean, they're so.
I can tell Frank a better story where he had Carl, his teenager, jerk off in a cup because he didn't want to tell his girlfriend he had no sperm left.
Yeah.
So get his girlfriend pregnant.
But
Sorry, body.
There's nothing wrong with that. You take your son's sperm to knock up your old lady.
The son doesn't know either.
The son
doesn't know that his dad's girlfriend's pregnant with like 6 of his little kids.
The son did it on a dare that he couldn't get off in 30 seconds.
Oh my God!
Shameless. It is funny.
So that's the kind of it just makes me kind of.
Do you like Game of Thrones?
I've never watched 1 minute of Game of Thrones, but I need to do that. I need to just.
Game of Thrones, you start from the beginning. Tom doesn't like Game of Thrones.
I know I don't, and you know, like it's kind of funny. Like I tried reading the book Dune. Well, people say they just love it. Dune. Yeah, very old book. You know, probably 40 years old. Very
like where the red fern grows.
No. Dune is about out in the galaxy.
Little House on the Prairie.
No. I just couldn't get into it and stuff.
I bet you like Little House on the Prairie, being a farmer and all.
No, it's pretty boring. That's pretty boring.
Little House on the Prairie, like the original Michael Landon?
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
I think I watched a bunch of them.
Well, we watched it because you were kids.
Yeah. It was what was on.
Yeah. They're really the TV.
Would you please answer? Are you endorsing hardwood floor?
I already did.
We have one for all floors, but no exclusives. I mean, I don't know how many times you can say it.
That's basically what I said.
Looking for ways to save with your Medicare plan? Walgreens is a preferred network.
Wrong number for the Raleigh House.
So what number should I use for the Raleigh House?
I don't know.
He's afraid to give you one. I'm pretty sure it's this one.
Yeah, because if they change it, if I don't know, then I'm going to say
720-730-9722. And Hiram sent this to Tom on February 4th at 9:12 a.m.
So this 963-9201 no longer
gone.
730-9732.
Unless they have a different one for banners. Maybe they do.
I'm sure I've never.
Plumlight's got a different one for lives, referral lists, and non-lives.
Oh, it's not a big deal changing. It's just I hate to be wrong.
Well, I'd figure if anybody does wrong, it's you.
Sometimes.
So with this Arlo, she can talk back?
Yeah, that's about the best deal you're going to get.
But I have to get 2 cameras?
There's no deal where if you get 1 camera, you don't have the base unit, so you can't use it. It's just an add-on camera. You got to have the base unit.
Okay,
I'm shocked I found one base unit will go up to 10 cameras.
But this one is a base unit and 2 cameras. They don't just have a base unit and 1 camera?
That's what I'm saying. They do not. I was shocked to find a 2-pack.
Is it hard for her to set it up?
No. 1, 2, 3. And she'll have an extra camera for her front door or somewhere too. So.
But when she talks back, does it come out of the base or out of the camera?
Cameras. You can pick what camera. I talked to Dan through it.
ArtofGranite.net is the website. Oh, that'll change your life. But you can get a price on the phone, too. Why will it change your life? Because Mitch Florio will give you the most beautiful natural stone countertop, whether it be granite, marble, or whatever you want quartz, and he's a direct stone importer, so you'll get it wholesale. Really, truly wholesale. In fact, you get tear out and haul away free. You get the bathroom free when you have the kitchen done. So truly what you're paying for is only the fabrication and installation. And because of that, he can tell you what it's going to cost on the phone. He's proud of his prices. Call. Now you may have to send an email or some details, but he loves to give quotes. And then you go out to his showroom in Golden and pick the exact stuff. The original estimate won't differ by much. 303-386-5919. artofgranite.net. 303-386-5919. That's 386-5919.
Think the only solution for your joint pain is surgery or prescription?
I love this video. We're getting so much action on this, it's retarded.
Which one, Mark?
That Trump one.
Where do I go to
We
see
posted it, reposted it.
Yeah, we've already had like 17 shares. Great. People love it.
And where did you find it? YouTube?
It just came up on.
And so we reposted it on both our YouTube and our.
Just on Facebook.
Oh,
No,
it's Bernie
Facebook.
too. He's beating up Bernie too.
Bernie all of it.
Bernie's running again. I think he'll get elected.
I know. And Trump will lose.
I don't think
Bernie will get it.
I don't think he'll get the Democratic
But
nomination.
Trump will lose.
Just like he did last time.
No, this time, Mark. What was it? This time I'll bet.
Election night.
There's a lot can be happening.
I'll bet whatever you want, Mark.
Ever. This is actual footage.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the only show like this where we get directly involved in your life. So, let's talk. Bonnie Shields is with us, attorney at law. We'll tell you how to get in touch with her. She's a family law attorney. She's answering some questions for listeners as well. BonnieShieldsLaw.com. She's on the referral list. Let's go to the phones, okay, and see what's on your mind. But I want to tell you about One Clear Choice Garage Doors being the best garage door company. This hour brought to you by OneClearChoiceDoors.com. No matter what anyone tells you, when they check out your garage door, they will give it a clean bill of health only if it's safe and wonderful, and they do that inspection free. They want to put the sticker on there. But if you have an emergency, call them 303-565-6409, OneClearChoiceDoors.com. Garage door starting at just $333. Hey, let's talk, okay? What happens with Yelp? We have so many complaints about Yelp. We have so many complaints about all kinds of reviews because of fake reviews. Let's face it. People are tired of fake reviews. And it's let's put it this way. I love the review system because it's better than nothing. I mean, I don't think that you can have a hotel with glowing all kinds of reviews and have a bad hotel, okay? I think if you have all these glowing reviews and one or two bad ones, that's different, right? You can tell if somebody's putting in a good review on purpose. You can tell. You can tell when they have an axe to grind. I think you can tell if you read enough reviews. Let's talk to Don. So, you do what for a living, Don? You do what?
I own a roofing company.
All right, and you're going to complain about Yelp reviews from non-customers.
Yes.
Well, what does Yelp do about it?
Well, that's the issue. I feel I've hit a brick wall. So I've got a total of 3 reviews, and there's a 1-star, a 2-star, and then a 5-star. They go from 2016 to 2018. So then I have, which I didn't realize, you can click on the bottom where it says learn other reviews that are currently, there, but they're not recommended. Well, then I have 6
What does that
more
mean? What does that mean?
Well, they have. Okay, what it means is I called up Yelp today, and I actually recorded it too because I couldn't believe it. I've been dealing with these guys for about 2 years on this. And I said, so is there anybody in your customer service department that can help me with these non-customers that posted bad reviews?
Why did they do it to begin with? Why?
Okay, so what happened was I did a roof for a client.
Yeah?
They sold the house.
Okay.
The new buyer called me up and said, hey, you did the roof? And I said, yes, I did. And he said, it's leaking. So I go over there and I look, and there was a old brick chimney where the mortar's gone out of it, and it's leaking in through the chimney. And I said, so this isn't a roof problem, it's a chimney problem. You need to hire a mason. Well, the guy got mad at me.
Right,
and
okay.
insisted
I see
fix it. And so he tried extorting it out of me, and I actually was going to do that for free for him. If the mason took it down, I was going to repatch the roof at no charge.
But let me ask you this then. Why don't you just answer it?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I replied.
Okay, so fine.
So that's one of them posted.
Okay, that's so big deal. They say this, and you say it's not a roof problem. I mean, I would be satisfied with that. Why aren't you?
Well, when you initially go to Yelp with my company, I got 2.5 stars.
Why only 2.5 stars?
Because they only posted 3 postings. One of them is a 1-star, which is the one I just told you about.
Yeah.
And then there's another one. I did work for a management company, a condo complex. There was a lady that didn't like it that my guys went in and put tarps around her yard. She had a dog there.
And this was a non-customer or
non-customer?
Or was she part of the complex?
No, she lived in the complex.
Okay, then, well, she's kind of a customer. Then who else?
Right. She's a tenant. And then I had another, and she gave 2 stars. In fact, she said I called her up and was
and
nice
then what
on
else?
the phone. And,
what else?
Okay. Then a 5-star customer giving me glowing reviews.
So
okay,
how many others are posted?
Well, that's the only 3 that Yelp posted.
I understand, but how many others are there that Yelp did not post?
6 more.
And what are they?
5-star.
Why?
Great
Why didn't they
5-star.
post them? How do they decide what to post?
That's the problem here. So I called them and I said, "Why
without
aren't
the
they
process?
posted?"
Without the process, tell me what you learned.
Okay, what I learned is they have a computer with an algorithm. They go through every posting that comes in.
Okay.
And this computer determines whether they're going to post it or not.
Whether it's legit.
That's right.
What did they find? What did they find not legit about those others?
They couldn't tell me. I even told them. I said, "Tell me what's going on." "Well, we can't. Our computer does that." I said, "Do you have a supervisor that could tell me that?"
So this sounds like a class action lawsuit to me, but you can't get enough people together probably. I really do mean that. This reeks class action.
Well, I even told them, I said...
Why?
Why
do you say that? Because if they had an algorithm that decides what to post and what not to post...
But it's their site.
And,
who cares?
Well, hold on. If in a vast majority of times it's not posting the positive because it sounds too good to be true, they could be hurting people. It doesn't matter if their site. I can have my own site and ruin your life. I'm not allowed to unless it's true and genuine. So if they're arbitrarily doing it and I can show that their error is causing me damage, oh my God, I mean, of course you could sue for that.
Well, I've lost jobs. I definitely have. I had a customer tell me that. They said, "I looked on Yelp, you only had 2.5 stars. Nothing I can do about it. And I even asked him, I said, so I looked at 2 of them that were not posted. I said, well, one of them is a 1.5 line that's real simple. I did work for a customer, and it's a commercial property, and she pretty much said it was great. Only 1.5 lines. The one underneath of it's about 20 lines probably.
I just don't understand, though, the algorithm part. I don't understand. I don't understand how they determine what not to post.
Maybe it's got something to do with what IP address it came from.
I have no idea. They wouldn't answer that for me. They pretty much said, our computer does this. That's just the way it is. So then they said, call our customer satisfaction line, because they wouldn't. The guy, my guy that is my rep, I guess, for Yelp.
It's also a sales technique too, though.
Well, he even talked me into advertising with him, and I tried that like about 2 years ago. And I paid him money actually to advertise with him. Didn't work. So
well,
they
I don't know.
changed their story up on what you have to do to try to fix this. Well, anyhow, he just shut me down and said, nope, we can't do anything about it. Gave me this customer service line and said, call them.
Yeah.
So I just did. The guy gave me the same song and dance. He said, we can't do anything about it. And he said,
so
well,
if somebody posted a 5-star review today, would it be posted?
No, in fact, that just happened. I had a customer.
So they're automatically shutting down 5-star reviews. It just doesn't sound right to me.
I just had 2 customers post 5-star reviews. They were on there for about a day, and because they called me and told me, and I said, oh, great. And so I looked, they were on there, and my stars bumped from 2.5 up to 3.5 stars.
Tell me what kind of rating rating do you have with the Better Business Bureau? Not that I care. I think they're
A+ accredited.
Okay. What's the name of your company?
First American Roofing Company.
Well, we've never heard of you, which is good news. Yeah.
No, I'm not a huge company. I'm kind of medium-sized.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I think, though, truly, that what you're saying has merit if what you're saying is true, that they cannot explain They have a responsibility, and they should be able to explain why they're not posting 5-star reviews.
I agree.
What if somebody posted a 4-star review? Would it be posted?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, listen, man. We should. You know what, Suzanne? We've heard from enough companies that if we advertise for a class action based on this, I'll bet you we'd get a lot of people. We ought to call a class action attorney to investigate Mark's concerns that maybe this does not measure up to a class action.
But they're third party. That's what I keep going
That's what I mean.
to.
That's what I mean. So that's what we investigate. My opinion, not a legal one, is that they have a responsibility because they are publishing. But they're deciding what not to publish. That's the thing that bothers me, is that they have to have some kind of reasoning behind it.
But if that algorithm is used for everybody, it wouldn't make a difference.
Right. That's right. Unless...
So there, I mean...
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I'd like to talk to him. Not today, but maybe we get him on to talk about it in general. 303-713-8255.
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
We are farmers. Did he say Lafayette?
Well, that's the only one I could find.
Is it one or first spelled out?
I spelled first out here. I'll show
What do you want to do Raleigh again live because of the phone number thing?
you. No, I'm sorry. It's first.
Yes.
It's the number. First American.
It is?
That's what I got here.
But where is it?
That's where it is down there. But I got Lafayette.
Do egress,
I'm going to redo it.
Raleigh, do you want to do Schultz?
I'll do whatever you want. Just whatever you want. I can do all three.
I don't find it.
Okay, let's start right now with Raleigh.
Oh, Lafayette. Here you go.
Traffic and weather.
It just says MapQuest.
630 K-How.
At Farmers
It does
Insurance,
not have a
windshield collision has a unique sound.
website.
Beetle,
Right, that's what I meant.
drone, Zenith pickup, talk to farmers.
We are farmers.
Yeah, it is Lafayette, 29 years of business.
TheRaleighHouse.com is the name of the website for the Raleigh House and Addiction Treatment Facility. They also have a phone number that you can call that is for your use for any information you need on addiction. Is this a 60? So, give this number a call with any questions. You may ask, how do I know there's a problem? What do I look for? What are the habits? What are some of the telltale signs? How do I approach an addict? Or, what treatments are available for this, for that, for the other? Maybe you have a problem you want to ask about. This number, they're not going to try a hard sell on you. They want to give you confidential information, solid information. 720-730-9722. They have beautiful facilities. They have rural settings, urban settings, a setting that will be right for someone, and they'll place them in a facility that will do the best for them. 720-730-9722.
Hey, Mark, you told me 32.
Next ideal home loan with credit optimization.
Shit, man, are you sure you used the right number?
They also have the
What number did you just give out?
22.
That's what he just gave?
Yeah.
Let me look and see what I gave you.
Look, let me see. Here's this fucking motherfucking sheet that I'm going to dig out of this fucking trash, and here's what it says. It says 720-730-9722.
That's, you told me 32.
No, I didn't.
You read it wrong.
Well, you're just trying to get Tom going. He's instigating again.
Yeah, okay, but I wrote that. Look at right here. Right here. What does it say right there?
I don't care what you wrote. Why would I care what you wrote? I had it right there in front of me.
It's like a tape recorder when I write.
720-488-8604 or online, your money.
Okay, guys. What is a window well? Well, it's a safety egress window. You may not think they're important. They are, not just for safety and protection, but to make square footage usable legally inside your house. So here's the bottom line. If you have a window well you need rebuilt because the builder put in an old, ugly piece of steel, or you want to just put a new one in where you don't have one right now, DenverEgressWindow.com can do it. 720-626-4221. DenverEgressWindow.com. 720-626-4221.
Running out of money is the #1 fear for retirees today.
So this guy
Emily
answered. Hi,
Garden,
Taylor.
host of Your Money, Your Retirement, every Saturday on 6:30 KHOW. If you want to secure your retirement future, you need to start with a written plan. Together, let's create a plan to make sure your money lasts as long as...
What is the date of that one?
720-488-9600.
That seminar, do you have it handy or not?
I think it's the 11th.
Or online at Your Money, Your Retirement.
I know, but then they might have tried to change it on us.
Living Stem Cell Therapy, Centeno Schultz. Find out more at their seminars they have regularly. Call about them. Or go to avoidsurgerytoday.com to find out. They have seminars because they want you to have a relaxed setting where you can learn everything you need to know about stem cell therapy, truly, without any kinds of pressure whatsoever. If you want to get evaluated, they'd love to do that. 303-963-9201. You can make a direct appointment. Or you can find out about the next seminar. 303-963-9201 or avoidsurgerytoday.com. Centeno Schultz is dedicated to true living stem cell therapy, and unfortunately, so many people have entered this market and they're not giving true stem cell therapy. Here's a hint. If any kind of stem cells are shipped into a clinic, they are not real. They cannot be used legally and ethically. They are not living stem cells. 303-963-9201.
He's really into politics. I happen to think politics is the most important.
These are real reviews. I mean, I don't know why anybody would remove them anyhow.
I don't know. That's the thing.
No, I'm saying the ones that are up are definitely real.
He doesn't care about those. Well, he said that they're not customers, but their experiences.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Bonnie Shields is with us from Bonnie Shields Law. And somebody wanted to know, Bonnie, what is a stay? They said that they have a stay on their finances. Does that mean they can't live? They're separated. What do? And they have money in their bank.
I'm not sure I'm following what...
Okay, they want to know there's a financial stay. As soon as this was filed,
okay.
They have money. They want to buy something. They want to go out and do things. They want to go on vacation, but they're separated. Are they allowed to? They each have their own bank account.
No. As soon as a case gets filed, there's an automatic injunction, which is, I think, what you're talking about.
Yes.
That goes into effect. And you have to be really cautious about...
I mean, big amounts of money, it might be a cluster. You can't just go out and spend a lot of money.
It would be difficult. And if you go buy something, that's marital property you just bought. And, so...
You have to have it clarified.
Right. You just can't do any of that.
We had a lady...
Normal expenses, yes. What?
We had a lady email, wants to know if she owned her townhome prior to the marriage. They got married. She never put it in her husband's name and gets divorced now. Does he get half the equity of that townhome?
He would get some portion of whatever equity it has gone up since they've been married. Whatever she had in it when she got married, that's hers.
That's interesting. So she'd basically just share from the basis of that day.
Exactly.
303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Don says he has a roofing company with 2.5 stars Yelp review. And he said the people who reviewed were non-customers. And I don't think that's the issue, actually. Because the one non-customer was someone who inherited a roof of his that he put on for another customer. And true, while that warranty may not be extended to the current owner, he went over and looked at it. And I think they have every right to talk about their encounter with him. But also I believe that the other ones put up by customers should be used. And he said for some reason they're not using the 5-star reviews. He said another one was a woman lived in a complex and he had the job to do the complex and she didn't like something or other. And so the point is, how does Yelp decide what to publish and what not to publish? He said if you put up all his 5-star reviews along with some negative ones, he'd have a glowing report. But now, because they only put up certain ones, he has a 2.5-star review. Suzanne.
So we got an email, Tom, suggesting that maybe his competitors are flagging the good reviews. Which you can do. You can flag a review.
And you flag it as fake.
Or suspect. Correct.
Maybe. We have a comment by Rob. Rob, what's your comment on Yelp?
Hey, Tom. How's it going?
I'm doing good, man.
Good. So, yeah, we've had a pretty similar experience. So our company, we have 26 recommended reviews on Yelp with 126 that are not recommended. Out of those,
what does that mean, not recommended?
So it's at the bottom of their website where it says, so you can still look at them and the customers can still look at them. They just have to go down, and it's kind of in a, not really hidden, but it's at the bottom of the page and you have to click on it.
And it doesn't count towards your average.
Right, and so essentially what they do is their algorithm takes certain words that they kick out. So if it's too good or too bad, they kick it out. So they do both good sides and bad sides. But, you know, the downside is, you know, our company gets really good reviews. Out of those 150 reviews, we've had 2 that are not 5-star reviews. So, you know, 126 of those are not being posted because of them being too good.
That's weird. Are you satisfied or not?
So kind of the weird thing is so after we started advertising with them, the more of our reviews started getting through.
I heard that too. I heard if you spend money with them, you have a better chance of getting reviewed. The same with Rip-Off Report. I hear when you spend money with them, they allow you to answer them or take them down, and that sucks.
Well, not if they justify it by saying, you know, when you pay us, we can actually put a human there. We don't have to rely on the algorithm. So, therefore, there's got to be a way they're doing it.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound fair, that all of a sudden...
I don't know why all of a sudden they have to be fair. It's a
Mark,
business for profit.
I understand it's a business for profit, but they have to... Actually, there is a covenant of fairness that I believe if you are reporting on someone and you are letting information pass through, look at news organizations are profitable businesses. They report on stuff. They don't create the news.
Oh, my God, they create the news all the time.
Mark, I'm not
Trump's
talking about... Mark, come on. I'm not talking about, let's talk about real, seriously, I don't want to get into a political discussion. I'm talking about, you know, the news on local news, when you see news and they report on a guy who rips someone off, or they report on this, or they report on that, what I'm getting at is they don't create that. They interview people is what I'm saying. They go out and enterprise a story using sources and using video and using this and using that, and they advertise on that news show, and they make profit. They're just reporting. However, if they report unfairly, it's your argument doesn't hold water.
Bentley Bath. You think Channel 9 would go after Bentley Bath when he's spending a crap load of money with
what
him?
I'm saying, you're going off on a totally different tangent. We're having a discussion about private businesses. Why do they have to be fair? Because they do. Businesses like local news.
My point is, though, Yelp is not being unfair. If you pay them money each month, and they can actually put a human to look over your reviews, I would expect more reviews get up, wouldn't you?
No, I think that would be totally unfair.
Okay.
I do. If they only gave... No, I just think there has to be some kind of fairness. Credit reporting. These people can be sued for slander of credit. And yet that's a for-profit business. There are plenty of for-profit people that I think if they do things unfairly, and it's got to be more than even unfair. They have to know about it and not correct it. Don, what are you going to do about it? Let's put it that way. What are you going to do about it?
Well, I don't know, and I want to comment on what was just commented on. I did advertise with them because they did kind of hint to me if I did, it might be able to help with that.
We've had people call up and say that exactly.
And what happened when you advertised? What happened when you advertised with them?
Nothing. So I said, guys, it isn't working. It's not a fair system what you're doing. So I stopped advertising with them.
Well, this guy said he had more reviews. It seemed like more reviews got up, but let's see. What does Jeff have to say? Jeff, I happen to know Jeff. Jeff is on a referral list. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hi, I called some years ago about it, but Yelp buries those ads, like the gentleman said, not the ads, the reviews. They only rate the ones they're showing at the top. They get rid of the red stars, and they put the ones they say plus not recommended by Yelp in ascending order from 1 star first, hoping you're not going to follow through, not realizing it looks like there's no stars even because they're in light gray. And you'll find page after page after page of 5-star reviews from my company buried. The buried ones don't count towards the score. The score is only the ones they show up top. And it just seems magically that people who...
Why is that? Do they think that too many good reviews are phony?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with getting revenue. They want the merchant to advertise with them.
Oh, come on. So you're telling me...
And they're hiding behind the precept of the Decency Communications Act that protects them against being sued for creating content. They're saying it's not our content, the person writes the review.
No, I understand
but
that.
They're massaging and creating a rating. That's content creation. But they've been hiding behind it and winning in court every lawsuit. Locksmiths on the West Coast sued them, lost. They throw a lot of money at defending themselves because they make a lot of money. They're coercing people, extorting people, whatever you want to call it.
Well, there's nothing wrong with making money on what they do.
But the way they're doing it.
But I think if they did it so people who advertise automatically get better ratings, that's weird. It's weird.
They're not even promising to get better ratings.
Well, then that would be better, actually, if they don't promise to get better ratings. I mean...
No, it's skewed no matter what.
Skewed toward what?
They're calling it proprietary information. Whenever it went to court, the judge says, how are you rating it? I can't tell you. And the judge accepts that.
Well, here's what I want to know, though. What is in it for Yelp to make companies look worse than they are? There's nothing in it for
Because the
them.
companies will believe that if they pay, they'll get the reviews will be more fair.
But they
That's
don't.
a whole show. It's proven that doesn't necessarily help at all.
Well, then that's better if it doesn't help. I think it's better if you advertise and don't get better reviews, and that's at least it's more genuine to me. That's what I'm getting at. I just don't understand the whole thing. I mean, it's not. I'm telling you, it just doesn't. If they have every right, as Mark said, to do what they want. It's their sandbox. But they are creating reviews, okay? If they do it unfairly, I would think I would have some kind of action against them if they do it unfairly, on purpose. Not if it just happens to be. I'm talking about if they did it unfairly and they purport to be a review. I don't know. What are the disclaimers on there anyway on Yelp, Mark? Do you ever look at the like Yelp site? I'd like to know what their disclaimers are when it comes to that. 303-713-8255.
This is Denver's iHeartRadio station. Ross Kaminsky mornings, Dan Capless afternoons at 4. KHOW Denver.
I sent you a screenshot. There was a Yelp lawsuit, and Yelp won. So I sent you the
what was it about? What was it?
Saying businesses can't sue Yelp to get defamatory reviews removed.
No, that I know.
California Supreme Court rule.
And I would rule the same way. You can't get defamatory remarks removed, of course. But that's not what I'm talking. I'm talking about suppressing good reports. I mean, that seems really weird. I say let them all on.
But they think
bad and good.
But they ultimately think they're fake, is why. I was just reading something here.
Okay.
It'll look at like if you so you leave a roofer a bad review, but that same person left one of their competitors a 5-star review. That might get both of them taken down. Because they'll go, how did he use 2 roofers in the same amount of time? Gave one a 5-star, one a 1-star.
It's not even required, though, I don't think, Mark, that you're a customer. What does building a...
No, I don't think so either. I think if you're a customer, though, you do get a human that can look at different things for you. Whether or not they can change them, I have no idea.
With no fees or minimums in 5 minutes.
He is correct, though. When you go to the other reviews, they all start on the 1-star, the worst reviews. So here's
Do they sound fake to you?
Well, no, I'm looking at yours, Troubleshooter Network.
Yeah, okay. Do we have a lot of non-recommended reviews?
29.
Non-recommended.
You get 6 reviews recommended, 29 non-recommended.
And they're all good, the 29?
Most of them are. The first 2 are 1-star, and then the rest are 5 stars.
And really, and then the ones that they do let on, are they good or bad?
There's 5-star, 3-star, 2-star, 5-star, 1-star, 5-star.
I mean, what? Yeah. See, how do they decide?
And then, like I say, the 29 other reviews start out. So they start out with a grayed out 1-star, 1-star.
I just don't know why they don't let everything on. Why don't they just let everything on?
Oh, there's 2-star that slipped in there. Okay.
This one's very smart. Did you read the one by Issa? Read that review. 5-star review left on 9/14.
That's
It's the very bottom one. 5-star TSA. Read it out loud. It's wonderful.
Oh, because it says something on Mark.
It puts it perfect. Mark is great.
If you want a great, beautiful smile in just 2 years, Aurora Orthodontics and TMJ. Now, you can do cosmetic dentistry and get quicker results, but cosmetic dentistry can cost you $50,000 and $60,000 for your mouth, just 15 or 20 just for the front teeth. Really, truly, I mean that. Now, here's the deal. That doesn't correct your jaw, your alignment. With Aurora Orthodontics and TMJ, they do a series of mouthpieces that aligns your jaw, straightens it out, helps you with sleep apnea, and with TMJ, while at the same time straightening your teeth. Then they use Invisalign braces. So the new orthodontics for adults, 2 years, a straight, beautiful smile, and a healthier mouth. That's what's important. The new orthodontics, Dr. Kent Lawson, Aurora Orthodontics and TMJ, 303-690-0100, 303-690-0100.
With a 1-star review, I remember that lady.
And if you want his website, it's AOTMJ dash. I don't want to get to it.
Remember the one? Did you read the 1-star that Robin? I remember her. They had put up, the handyman came and put up a plywood and put like 2 screws in it, whatever.
It just doesn't seem, how do they decide what not to put up if we have all those 5-star reviews? Come on.
I think I'd take out these books. Look at the 2-star review. It's like, freaking, you see how long, or you're reading that one.
I can't even read it. It's
but
too
why
damn
do
long.
they take it out? Why don't they, can we go in and protest those?
Why, though?
If they would put them all on, all the 29-star, you'd probably have a 4 3/4.
What do we have now?
Where's the ones that are? Where do you see the other
3.5.
ones?
Right on the bottom, right there.
God Almighty! The only people that aren't going to like us are the ones we don't help.
The dead of winter, not always so bad in
You're a coward.
nights can be especially.
You're caught up in your own hype.
That's exactly right. I'm consumer advocate Tom.
Oh, that's for you.
Oh, damn.
Sorry about that.
What is this one even about?
Well, that's me. Those say Tom is a coward. But I never realized you could go down those other ones and stuff
that are not recommended.
Right.
This guy, the reason he's so mad is because basically you told him there's nothing he can do because he bought the car as is.
Also, maybe
And you didn't want to put enough time and effort in.
Oh, you see at the end?
If it's personal, we get to take it down.
Wait, this one says...
Oh, I didn't? That's not true.
Wait, Dan's in here too.
What?
I never call people
Sure, the judge found
Oh, you see.
Oh, it's a different Dan. He's naming names. He's naming
No,
names.
but why? Mark, this is weird, though, that they decide.
Oh, I get it.
Well, maybe you should start answering reviews.
Next time you need a garage door repair or replacement, call Don's Garage Doors at 303-738-DOOR. That's 303-738-36.
Why is this guy so mad?
A DUI will turn your life upside down, even the first-time offense. It can cost you a lot of money. It's silly to try to calculate and drink and drive. It's better just not to drink and drive. It's just better. Joe Lazzara can defend you. Whether you're guilty or innocent, that's what he does, okay? Now, many times that's just getting through the system with minimal harm. If you've learned your lesson, fine. If you're falsely accused, fine. If you think your rights were violated, fine. Whatever it is, Joe Lazzara will take care of you. 303-429-6200. He's a criminal defense attorney, and DUI is a crime. 303-429-6200. 6200. Of course, if you're accused of anything else, he can help you as well. And for big cases, he gives $500 discounts. That's 303-429-6200. He has flat rate pricing. 303-429-6200.
He put him on a Super Day.
Who is he, though? What's he?
Yeah, I know. I got to find out.
It just says H5.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Mike's got a comment on Yelp and Google. Go ahead, Mike. No, it ain't going to work, so we're done. Okay, 303-713-TALK. Okay, we're done with that. There's not much we can do about it.
Tom, Don did want to answer your question and tell you what he wanted to do about it.
What do you want to do about it, Don? Look, we looked at everyone has non-recommended reviews, and they all seem to be the best reviews. So I guess Yelp has a theory. If you get too many good reviews, it's too good to be true.
Am I on, Tom?
Yeah, you are. Go ahead quickly, please. We spent enough time on it.
I will. All I want to do is make people aware, don't advertise with Yelp. If they're trying to get you to advertise, it doesn't do any good. I spent over $1,000 at least doing that, and it didn't do any good.
Well, that's good
news. What I would say is, if you suggested about doing a class action suit, I think that's a good idea to put it out there to just see how many people have had problems with Yelp, see what there is, and I would join a class action suit.
Now, they've been sued before for not taking down defamatory comments, and I would go along with that, unless the defamatory comments are false, flat out false. However, and you can prove that, but if, in fact, they are deciding not to put up good reviews, I think they need to have some kind of reasoning behind it.
But even if they are false, A, how would they know if they're false? And B, they didn't put them up. I mean, they're not the ones that put it up. Joe Blow put them up.
Which ones? The good or bad? Both?
Both. I mean,
then why are they deciding not to put some up?
I have no clue.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. We're trusting them. So, Don, you know, you have to contact other people and other attorneys and see. We'll get some class action people on, but I'm done. I'm done discussing it, okay? I understand. You want to do something about it. We all do. I mean, I'd like to know why. Jenny, what's going on with you, Jenny? Welcome. I'm sorry. I got Jay by mistake. Jay, go ahead. You got this Social Security scam call. What did they say?
Oh, man, it's relentless, and I have their legit number. Maybe you guys can light them up for me too.
I'm going to.
Anyway, okay, so they're saying that you know, I give them. They have my name already this time, but I give them a fake last four of my social. They're like, oh, let me check, let me verify, and they come back. Of course, they're like, okay.
Oh, so they'll just start. Okay, hold on. Let's just do this.
So they're saying that there's that the FBI found 30 pounds of cocaine in a Toyota Corolla on the border of El Paso, Texas, and Mexico. That's their whole thing. I called them 3 times, and they're telling me the same story. They're trying to embezzle money out of me.
Okay, I want you to talk to him. Just talk to him.
Welcome to Social Security Administration. My name is Andrew. How can I help you?
Hi, Andrew. You guys just called, left me a message to call you guys back.
Can I have your first and your last name so that I can look in my system?
It's Mike, M-I-K, and then J-A-C-O-B-S, Jacob.
Mr. Jacobs, in order to verify your identity, can you please help me out with your last 4 digits of your social number?
It's 3487.
Can you hold on for a moment, sir, so that I can look into my system and I can verify the details? Thank you.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on, see what happens. And
it's all fake info, too, I'm giving them.
Well, they hung up.
They must have heard him.
Yeah, you guys, they heard you.
Did he hang up?
Well, they've hung up on me, too, and they're, you know, as well, like...
Let's hold on. Yeah, it's dead. Go ahead. Yeah, we should have... I
thought I was on mute. When you're talking to me, I thought I was on mute.
No.
Sorry.
Okay, but, you know, we can try it again. And here's the deal. You said you gave them false information before, and they still came back with the scam. What did they want?
So then they're reading me, oh, yeah, we found this cocaine, the FBI, blah, 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 and they're trying to embezzle money, thousands of dollars.
Well, at least they answered, where before they didn't. So I'm going to try calling them for myself, and I'll just put my own stuff in there. These guys are getting too hip to us, though. And this is bad because now we're calling back. All right. Mark, are you still...
Thank you for calling Social Security Administration. How can I help you?
I got some kind of a call that I needed to call. And I don't think I have any problems with... I don't remember having any problems with Social Security.
All right, then let me check your details first.
Yeah.
I will call you back, all right?
You're going to call me back? Good. Do you have my number?
Yes, the same number, 303, right?
Yes.
All right.
Can I ask you something? Sir? Hello? Yeah. We lost our chance. Is there a redial here? It's so bad.
It's a pretty old phone.
Yeah, I don't even think it has like... Oh, there's a redial. Now how do I get the enter for redial? Enter, redial. Where's an enter? Jeez, I'm so... This is terrible. Okay, I want to shut up. I'm going to redial. Where's... Okay. How about that? Oh. Dial select. Where's select? Where's select? Bottom right. There. Got it. Thank you. Thank you there, Shannon. He's not going to talk to me.
Thank you for calling Social Security Administration. How can I help you?
All right. I just need to know if I'm in trouble. That's all I need to know because I want to take care of it.
I think it's funny how they all have accents.
Oh, all the time. What, are you kidding me? All the time.
What are the chances?
Oh, they won't stay on.
It's kind of like a British accent.
I got the delay, by the way, Shannon. Don't worry about it. Oh, now they didn't even have the decency to answer.
You've been blackballed.
Son of a gun. We had a chance to get somebody on there, and...
You're on the list, man.
Just one more time. Come on, just out of... I'm going to give out the number to others. So get ready, people.
How can I help you today?
Okay, I just need to ask you a question, and I really want to help you, okay? I am on the radio right now, and you are being featured as the scam of the day. So can you help us out? Okay, people, here it is. Ready? 407-848-1197. Light them up. 407-848-1197. Tell them anything. Or tell them to call Tom Martino and give him 303 Martino. Okay? It's 407-848-1197. Okay. Let's see what happens. Report to me what happens when you call technically it's 407-848-1197.
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I couldn't find any of your on the Sleeves Brigade. You call
the funny one I just
scumbag sucking pig. What'd you call it? No,
the one I just saw that I remember was a lazy boy. I went out and they kept telling me it smelled.
Oh, I know. Well, was Dave review you? Good.
They gave him a 5-star. I mean, shit, I got him their fucking money back. Or we did.
Yeah, but I don't like the not recommended.
It's so stupid that someone would give a show a negative review that tries to help people. It's just a bizarre thing.
Well, because we didn't help them.
Well, how do you help? What are you going to do? Buy the car back?
I know.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're a fucking idiot. Let me buy that car back for you. Excuse Dan's French. I like when...
All right. Head away. Oh, I'm tired of these.
Should you answer it, though? Answer them?
Let's talk. Budget A1 Transmission and Auto Repair has the best transmission diagnostic deal of the century. Here it is. They will remove the transmission, open up the transmission, diagnose the transmission, and they'll do it all free. Whether you get it fixed with them or not, it is free. Even if you get it fixed with them, they don't backcharge you. If you take it somewhere else, they don't backcharge you. It will be free. It'll be guaranteed. It'll be solid. It will be an estimate based on true facts. 303-781-9858. Budget A1 transmission. 303-781-9858.
There were smoking sections on airplanes, restaurants.
Mark, I did not hear back from you on doing that interview.
We'll do it next time.
Oh, yeah. We'll do it.
Next time you have a thing coming up.
Yeah, we will.
For sure, good buddy.
Even in my
Yeah, one of whose H5 is from San Francisco.
Wait, we got a bad review from San Francisco?
Well, he said you put him on Sleeves Brigade.
Good. I want to put everyone on.
He asked Anna and Dan. I don't remember. I guess we should look that up.
Oh, Jesus. Good. Did he put sleevesbrigade.com?
This issue was brought to court in Jeffco Small Claims Court. There, the judge found that Anna and Dan received work material.
Carolyn made the switch in October 2016. Make the switch at Google.com. That's
Something about the
Google.com. Warning: this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
BecomeTheBanker.info is the website to see a video that I made about this investment. So many people have questions. I believe this video answers every single question. It's about cash value growing tax-free and how you can use it through your life. The look. No one talked about the look.
Because no one knows what you're talking about. What is the look?
It's a safe, conservative investment for almost.
Is when they go like this and roll their eyes.
BecomeTheBanker.info.
Is it an eye roll look?
You know, so many people
Carpet look.
they're injured. I'm gonna Google the look at the Oscars. The look. The look. No, just put the Oscars. The Oscars.
I think there's very few people watching.
And the look.
No, it had better ratings than usual.
It's like the highest rated thing on TV. You should be paid. It's not. Oh, the look. They're doing the like John and he only gets paid if you. They're doing the fashion when I say the look. How about the loving stare.
Here's what it says. Here's what Jay says, and I bet he's right.
Okay, good. The Oscars and the loving stare.
He says Yelp gives more weight to people who have posted the most reviews. If someone is brand new to Yelp, their review will most likely be taken down. That makes sense.
It does make sense.
Do you think Lady Gaga is pretty?
No.
In her own,
I don't think she's ugly by any means.
In her own exotic way, she's kind of.
She's so talented.
That's right. So that makes her more attractive. I'm a big believer of that.
Money helps too.
I must be very good looking, man.
People around the world were wondering about.
Shannon's waving at you.
I'm sorry, what am I doing? Fix It 24/7. Fix It 24/7 is extending this crazy deal for another 20 people. He just called and said, Tom, it was fantastic. They're doing that clean and check of your furnace, and that's a complete cleaning. I mean, removing the squirrel cage, that's the blower motor, doing the cabinets, doing the burners, adjusting, cleaning the thermocouples, making that like refurbished with a no breakdown guarantee, and here it is. $19! It's not even $39, and $39 was a screaming deal. I mean, they spend hours. You call them $19 only for the next 20 people for $19. 720-526-3939. 720-526-3939.
Alexa, play KHOW Radio.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio.
Ask for us on your Amazon or Google.
The loving stare. Yep.
Talk.
The loving stare. I just Googled it. No one talked about it. See, at the beginning of the show, I talked about the look, the loving stare
at the Oscars, and everybody's buzzing about it in the celebrity world. I don't give a crap. Where Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga sang that song, and at the end they stared at each other and they said, uh-oh, gotta be something going on there. There's something going on. They looked at each other. It was way more than just acting. And she looked at his lips, which means something. So the girlfriend, the beautiful girlfriend he has, baby mama even, she was looking awkward. I can't believe people didn't know what I meant when I said that look. So let's talk to Jenny. Jenny, what's going on with you? Hello, Jenny.
Hi, I was calling because, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
What's happening?
So I had hired a roofing company back at the end of June,
Yes.
I believe.
Yes.
And he came over and he said that my roofing company wouldn't pay for the roof, that I would have to pay out of the pocket.
Well, what do you mean the roof? You hired a roofing company to replace your roof after a storm?
After a storm, yes.
And they said who would not pay?
My roofing company. It was Travelers.
You mean your insurance company?
My insurance company. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm so nervous.
Your insurance company would not pay what?
For the roof.
They said they wouldn't pay for a storm?
Yes.
Why did you let your roofer talk to your insurance instead of you?
That's a good question.
So you call the roofing company and they come to your house and then tell you they checked with your insurance and your insurance won't pay.
Yes, but he says he gave me the estimate of the roof.
Which was how much?
Would it cost, which it was like $9,250.
Well, I need to ask you something, Jenny. Weren't you upset that your insurance company supposedly wouldn't pay?
So anyway, yes, I was, and he says this happens because you haven't been with your insurance for a long time.
Oh, they're full of crap. I'll tell you what really happened. You want to know what really? You paid them, didn't you?
So he told me, I would need $1,000 to start the job.
Yeah, did you pay that?
I did.
How much did you pay total to the roofer?
No, that's all I did. So that's all I gave him. But then I called Travelers and said, yes, ma'am, we're going to pay for your...
Of course. He wanted to get double paid. He wanted you to pay him. Then he wanted them to pay him, too.
Yes. And so, and they said, no, we're going to pay for your roof. And so they came and they did everything. They even had their own people that they refer me to a roofing company.
Did you have this roofer do the job or not?
No, I didn't. So
What's the name? What's the name of this roofer?
Heriberto. Roofing company.
Eddie. How do you spell that?
Ereberto. Heriberto.
Heriberto took $1,000 and was going to rob you of the rest of the money, saying that you were not going to get insurance, right?
Yes. And then he called me, and then he says, well, for me to buy the supplies, I need $3,500 more. And I said, no, my insurance already referred me to a different roofing company that they're going to fix my roof.
Did you ever get your $1,000 back?
No, and so he said, oh, okay, so I'll give you, this was back in September. He says, well, then I will meet you to get to give you your money back. And then I kind of lost my voice for 2 months where I couldn't speak. Then I called him back in November, and I said, hey, I'm calling you because I need my money. He said, I haven't sold the supplies that I have bought for your roof. I said, well,
yeah, but she already paid. She already paid the. I don't understand, Suzanne. We'll have to talk about this tomorrow. We're going to bring you back and have one of our people on who says they have an idea, okay? Just hang on, and we'll bring you back tomorrow. Bonnie Shields Law. She's on the referral list at referrallist.com. Remember, people, save all your problems for me.
Let's think about customization presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
She paid $1,000 directly to the roofer who kept the money, not to the... And then... That guy was a crook, man. We need to warn people about him.
Well, none more than anybody else.
My favorite's 44th Auto.
They know how to bleed them.
You drop your car off, You pay up front for an engine or body work.
And then you pay him to get it back.
And then if you ever want your car back, you got to give him more money.
And then you thank him for it.
And then you thank him or else he won't give
charge you for storage.
And then you thank
Sometimes.
Oh my word.
Yeah, he's got quite the
What did he tell you once you got in there? There was more to